I'll just post the things on
Tumblr?
Yep, and on Twitter. Let's see.
Yay.
All right. Oh, that's a lot of lag. That's probably because I have it open on two things. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys can still hear me,
Yep.
right?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Gotta do that. Oh, that's why I'm getting. So, just making the post for Twitter. Okay. Come on. Special guest emote. Okay. Yep, they're posted on Tumblr and Twitter. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So, Majora's Mask is my favorite.
Oh, maybe we should introduce ourselves first.
Yes,
We have a
definitely. Yes, we do have a guest. So, I'm Rogue. I'm here with Scraps as usual, and our special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi. My name is MBulteau, and I'm the guy doing the Majora's Mask opera, and that's about it.
Great musician. Definitely check out his YouTube. He has amazing songs. I am a big fan of Clocktown Choir. So to start off, we're gonna name. So in our last in Ocarina of Time, we named Link you, so nobody could remember his name. It was a funny gag. And then we decided that the only one who could remember was Ganondorf, who always called him Kid. It sort of spiraled out to Link's real name just being Kid, so we're going with that for the naming.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good. That's good humor.
it is great.
Well, you have all sorts. I think I remember my wife once she played Wind Waker and she named Link "I'll Wait," and in some dialogue options it became very strange.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
I'm always a big fan of silly things. So yeah, right now we're gonna be playing the continuation of the Adventures of Kid.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. So Majora's Mask had in the land of Hyrule that echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that made him legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend.
His horse, Epona.
No. A friend who he parted ways with when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny in something. No, I couldn't read fast enough. I'm dyslexic. Just throwing that out there.
Sorry, I have
friend
idiots
is
too.
Ganondorf. He wants to be reunited with Ganondorf.
Yeah, the only one who could ever remember his name.
Hey, kid.
I seriously can't think of
Yeah.
I seriously can't remember anybody else in this series who'd be worth remembering.
Yeah, that's one of my issues with Majora's Mask or not Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. In Ocarina of Time, a lot of the characters are just kind of forgettable. Like they're a garnish. They're just there for, you know, most, like, not counting the major characters like the sages and Malon. But like the Cuckoo Lady, she's just there to start the trading quest and give you a bottle. But here, she has a very, very different role and a name.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that that's usually the case in Zelda, in most games, because Zelda is not about the characters. You have the exception when you have Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask, because those games are about the character.
You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, he shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's why Majora's Mask and Link's Awakening are my What?
I'm sorry, just the way the Skull Kid moves. I've never actually seen a video of this game, and it looked like for a moment like he was shuffling towards the Link, like arms out, legs spread, walking like he's a goddamn.
Like the "Don't Stop Me Now" thing.
Yes.
He is easily amused by these notes.
It reminds me of that. Was it a Vine with the AHA?
Me and the boys.
Oh, yeah.
All the guys walking like that with their arms swinging.
That's what I was thinking of, not the "Don't Stop Me Now." "Don't Stop Me Now" is a different one.
Take on Me. That's what I was thinking.
You can't tell? What would you do if you dropped it and broke it? No way you can't touch that.
I'm pretty sure if they hit the ocarina, time would get all really weird. Like, time would suddenly reverse thousands of years.
I feel really bad for the guys who did the Me and the Boys Vine, because they got so much stolen from Fortnite.
A lot of people did.
Fortnite's bad for that.
Yeah. Oh, I just noticed the Skull Kid has the Kokiri symbol on the back of his gloves.
Yep.
Oh, neat.
I never noticed that.
Which makes us wonder if he was a Kokiri once.
I think probably didn't they? Isn't it said that Kokiri who get lost in the Lost Woods become Skull Kids?
I don't remember. I remember people who are not from the Lost Woods become Stalfos. I'm not sure about Stalfos.
Yeah, that shocked Scraps a lot when he found out Grog died, like straight up died in the trading quest.
And Fado is just there, like Stalfos.
Everyone. It's gonna happen to you too.
Fado scares me.
And she was right.
Oh,
Link did become a Stalfos.
No, I don't think Link is dead. I'm pretty sure he's not dead.
No. I don't mean that. I mean he eventually becomes the Stalfos that teaches Twilight Princess Link.
I don't think that'd be considered. I love the jumping animation, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
This game is beautiful. Like the colors are so much more vibrant than Ocarina of Time. Like
it's also
they had their,
very much.
They had that extra memory.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw it out here right now. But the one thing I like the most is that there's verticality. You know, a lot of the levels in Ocarina of Time, like a lot of the starting areas, it's mostly flat ground with the occasional staircase or something you can climb up.
Yeah.
This game has a lot more immediate verticality. Like you just start by ascending that staircase of mushrooms. And it's not just like a staircase. It's actually like actual stuff.
Tree stumps.
Ah, that stupid horse of yours. It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding that thing anymore, so I did a favor and got rid of it.
I don't know why making Skull Kid sound so evil.
Ah, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you.
You're really channeling that Mark Hamill Joker.
Yeah, I am. Oh,
yeah.
This scene terrified me as a kid, and I'm not.
This was based on a nightmare by Aonuma, I think.
Yeah, and he like told one of the other people developing, and they made this scene. And you're like, yes, it's exactly like that. Also, I really do like the weird motion blurring thing. It makes it feel more surreal.
I'm trying to remember what game. It was Resident Evil. So the first Resident Evil. One of the lead developers was an actual. I don't like saying coward because it makes him sound more cowardly, but he was very easily frightened. And what they did
Like Shaggy.
was... Yes.
Yeah.
And so what they did during development
Good luck
was
for
they would
you.
show him all their concepts and ideas. And if it freaked him out, then they knew they had a winner.
That's
Oh,
good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Tail. Tail is like my opinion on Navi has changed after playing Ocarina. I think Navi's not nearly as bad as I used to think she is, but I still love Tail a lot more. Like I like Tail more than Midna. I will say that.
You mean Tattle? Or are you
Tattle.
speaking about Tail, the purple
No,
one? Okay,
I mean
Tattle, the yellow one, yes.
Tattle. Tattle is a bit. Sorry, it's
fine,
been a. Yeah, Tattle I like more than Midna. I feel like Tattle's I have a lot to say about Majora's. I feel like the fact that the stakes aren't nearly as big as in Ocarina of Time, but they are more personal, and that makes it feel more weighty. And
That's the entire perspective of the game. It's a completely different game from Ocarina of Time. It's personal, yeah. Instead of it being like a large quest, it's just intimate people, like the reactions of intimate people to the end of the world. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I think that's very clever. Like they chose to downscale instead of upscale.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that it's more like, even if you don't care about the story, even if you don't care about the people, even if you don't even care about the world ending, at the very least it's personal because Skull Kid took your horse.
And your Ocarina.
That too.
And he turned you into a shrub.
Yeah. And he looks so sad.
Okay, to be fair, I did not know what Deku meant until My Hero Academia.
I didn't either.
That's what it means. So
What does it mean?
It means useless.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I found that out like so midway through like the series.
Oh, that means that means right now I'm just a useless scrub. Oh man, I guess I better go play League of Legends and never win.
Midori chooses his hero name, and he chooses Deku, which is the nickname that Explosion Murder King gave him.
Yeah, Kachan.
And yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you know what that means?" And he's like, "Yeah." And like all the characters are like concerned. They're like, "Oh, I'm not sure. You don't want people to think of you that way, right?" And he's like, "No, it's perfect." And then the subtitles are like, "Deku means useless." And I'm like, "Oh, that's what it means."
All according to Kikeko. You know, I used to, because of the way the sprite looked, I always thought Deku Link had like hooves for hands. Because it's really hard to tell that his hands are just like balled up in fists for the sake of like modeling, but
Yeah, they're finger gloves, right?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
so angry.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be angry too if I'd been turned into a scrub.
He's the Arthur meme.
Oh God. But yeah, I think being turned into a scrub right off the bat definitely helps, like, climatize you to with what's to come. Like, it gives you it shows you immediately that this is gonna be different.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing this game. I was 11, and right off the bat, I was like, "Oh yeah, super cool! I can look how acrobatic Link is while jumping all those tree stumps." And then suddenly, scrub. I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
Oh come on, yeah. Oh hey, look, here's this is tree. Oh, this tree. So before we say anything, Scraps, look at this. What are your thoughts looking at this tree?
It's a corpse.
Yes. There you go. It's fast. That was fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Well, I mean, it's not obvious who it is until the credits, but it is obvious it is a corpse.
It's the corpse of the Deku you're impersonating.
Yep. And here we are in the Forest Temple.
You're not shut up about how great this game is.
It is really good. And I love this song. Oh my god, the Koji Kondo outdid himself on this song, on this soundtrack. He used
You reversed the Lost Woods theme, and there you have it.
You know,
How do you think?
oh man! And let's look at the scenery. The scenery looks so much better than, like, I'd say the building that'd be comparable to this would be the windmill in terms of aesthetic, but it looks so much better than the windmill in Ocarina. Its textures,
well, yeah.
Yeah, the expansion pack really did it service. But look, I mean, it's a bit empty. Like, there's nothing here at all, but it's
there will be.
Oh, I know. Here's the most enigmatic character.
So you wanted me to voice him?
Yes, yes.
You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I owned a happy mask shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am, at a loss. And now I found you. Don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of a way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return it to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the only one thing is I'm a very busy fellow. And I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find it right away. It can't be, the world can't be that big. We'll probably just step right out and find it almost immediately and come right back in and give it to him. It can't take that long.
When I first played this, I legitimately thought that when you eventually meet Skull Kid atop the tower for the first time, oh, okay, that's it, get the mask back, and then we go on to the main quest. No, that is the whole quest.
Oh, yeah.
That's very clever.
Yeah. This game does a lot of things really well. It's got, the characters are, the mask salesman gives me the creeps. But 3 days? Even if he never sleeps, that's still 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We need to go see the Great Fairy. You want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what to do. She watches over everything. Yeah, between you and me, the Skull Kid's no match for the Great Fairy. So go to the shrine near the North Gate, and you'll find the Great Fairy there. So, I really do like... This game does a lot better at directions than Ocarina of Time. Like...
oh, they don't even hesitate to have the dog follow you.
Oh, no, you want to... Okay, you want me to go back and see the dog?
No.
No?
I know we're on a deadline, so...
Oh, no, it's fine.
Why is there a mass balloon in the center of town?
Oh, it's there... Yeah.
Because Skull Kid likes to screw with people.
Yeah. And that's hardly the worst balloon in there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, the dog is more... Oh my god, he attacked you!
Yeah! He does that because I'm a scrub.
You're so tiny, he thinks
you're a stick.
Yeah, I'm so tiny that the chew jellies... Hey, let's go see your favorite character.
Which one? Wait. Oh, yeah, that one. God, I hate him so much.
Oh, you're gonna hate
This is his first appearance.
Yes, this is. What's this? Green clothes? White fairy? Sir, could you by any chance be a forest fairy? Oh
Oh,
my!
fairy impersonations.
My name is Tingle, and I think I'm the same as you, a forest fairy. Alas, although I'm already the age of 35, no fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age. But why? I tell you, Tingle's the very reincarnation of a fairy. Now while I stand here waiting for my own, I sell maps to help my father. Lucky, lucky. You're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. I'm 13. And, you're... yes, in exchange I'll sell your map for cheap as a sign of friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Yeah.
That was a phenomenal Tingle.
I feel like creepy, like, Tim Curry drunk would be the voice he has. Like, God, look at his face. It's like they just they stretched his face over a polygon.
Absolutely. Do you know who he's based on?
I have no idea.
Tingle,
cool, and brah. These are my magic words. Tingle created them himself. Don't steal them.
Original character, do not steal.
Yeah, original character. Koji Kondo's original character. This is Koji Kondo's internet persona. Koji Kondo's rant sona.
If you look at the picture of Koji Kondo, you will immediately see it.
I've never actually seen a picture of Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo in second game with great music. I call that a Koji combo.
You know, it's Koji Kondo. I just looked up a photo, and the very first photo looks exactly like Tingle.
Yep.
I will definitely look up a photo. Yeah, this game does really good at doing directions. I don't know if you saw that, Scraps, but the Great Fairy was shattered into 15 pieces.
You counted them?
Oh, shit.
No, but I know that the other dungeons are 15, so...
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. This is the part of the game that I like the least is getting the Stray Fairies.
Yeah, I do not like... I think the worst in regards to Stray Fairies is the... probably Snowhead.
Oh, yeah.
Snowhead or Great Bay. Just because it's, when you're fairy hunting, it's hard to get back at Great Bay.
Yeah, you have to go around and around the pipes and the currents.
Yeah. I mean,
I like that they have the attention to detail to add flowers now.
Oh, yeah. And also, you notice something very, very different about this hub's town versus the main town in Ocarina?
The fact that you have a free
the
camera
moon's
angle?
right over the head.
Well, no. I mean, the moon's... I'd be worried if the moon wasn't overhead.
Wait, hang on.
But it's that...
What do you mean? What do you mean by main town? Is it the market or Kakariko?
I'm referring to the market.
Yeah, well, camera angle for one, and many sections.
Yeah, and mainly the Kakariko, or not Kakariko. The castle town was it was a flat image over some textures that it was basically green screen textures or green screen polygons. It was basically a texture over some green screen polygons to make it seem 3D, but it was just a 2D texture.
Yeah, like the inside of the houses in the Kokiri Forest and other places in
Hey,
the
look.
village as well. Oh, there he is. Hello.
And look, here's the guy that wears the first mask you get in Ocarina. There's so much. The characters are so good. I mean, that guy probably won't be important. He's just a kid. But everyone is like it familiarizes yet subverts what happens, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it changes a lot of things. You find a lot of recognizable elements, but then as you play the game, you're like, oh, this is completely different. And then, because I was used to the masks in Ocarina of Time, when I realized what the masks did here, I'm like, oh, this is
Oh, like the bunny hood especially.
Yes, I was like, when I put a bunny hood on and suddenly went fast, I'm like, wait, it actually has an effect.
Yeah, Scraps didn't believe that there was a super speed, that the bunny hood does super speed in, because I mentioned, like when we did the mask.
Don't put words in my mouth. I never said that. Because I know it did that because I've played Smash Bros.
Mudo!
Oh,
I love this song. I love Mayor Detour. I love this. The townsfolk have already taken shelter and are without awaiting Mayor's orders. The only ones left are servants and public servants and committee members. Mr. Mayor, the carnival committee members, please order those who remain to evacuate. Well...
Can I voice the mayor, please?
You cowards!
Oh, yeah.
Do you actually believe the moon will fall? The confused townfolk simply caused a panic by believing his ridiculous, groundless theory. The soldiers couldn't prevent the panic, but outside the town walls, that's where the danger is. You want answers? The answer is that the carnival should not be cancelled. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, well...
Are you serious, Muto? It seems a giant chunk of rock above us hasn't even caught your eye? At this point every year, we are overrun with tourists. Why is it now the town is empty? Clearly your job is to ensure the carnival's operation, but that's if there's people here for it. Don't drag the merchants and soldiers into this.
If the soldiers wish to run, and run, Bison. We councilmen will stick to tradition. This carnival will be a success. I've never heard of a defense unit abandoning its town. Madame Aroma would surely say the same thing, wouldn't she, Mayor Daughter?
Let's not bring my wife into this.
Fun fact about that line, that was a running gag in development because they would end up having they would go days without going home with due to the crunch. And so saying, let's not bring my wife into this was a running joke, essentially, among the office.
Oh, because they wouldn't go home.
It's a good thing we live in a world where crunch is no longer a thing, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm so glad Cyberpunk 77 did not have crunch. It was released in a perfect state.
I want to go to Deku Elementary. I mean, that's just the American education system.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I completely forgot that there was a reference to Deku Elementary. That's interesting. That means that the Deku are incorporated into Clocktown.
Yeah, more than just
Deku Elementary, that's a thing.
Yeah, more than just merchants. I
do like how you open the doors.
Oh yeah, no, Deku Link is so adorable. You should see how he opens the chests. Let's see.
You can. Yeah, I think there is one chest accessible to you like this, or am I wrong?
I don't think I can make the jump to get it.
No, I think you can fly to one when you get the access to the flower.
No, that's the let's see. Yeah, I can't.
No,
jump
not that one. I mean the one when you in the central plaza.
Oh,
I think you can
that
find
one's
one
just. Oh yeah, on the third day. I thought
Yes.
you were talking about that.
Oh no! A chest, literally a chest.
Yeah, the chest on the pillar.
Possibly. I'm not sure if you can fly all that way.
I know you can hookshot it from the other chest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I meant as a Deku only.
Yeah, but I can. I know what to do. I know where the kids are.
The hide-and-seek game is slightly better in the 3DS. They made it less because there's one kid in this one that is a bit odd, and it's because you can get him. He can
Behind
get stuck.
the
on.
That was one of the things the angry video game nerd talked about. But his problem was he was mashing A to try and talk to the kid while the kid was running. It's like that's not how it works.
You were saying that earlier.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with his review if the information he was saying wasn't blatantly, like, objectively false.
Yeah.
Oh, child, in young one of altered shape, thank you for returning my broken and shattered body, but I am the great fairy of magic. I'm getting a bit tingle in there. I should probably not.
I mean, he also likes fairies, so he's
You want me to try the Great Fairy of Magic voice then?
Sure.
Okay. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it.
The Great Fairy suddenly aged 50 years and is now an old duchess.
Yeah.
To be fair,
it's
are the only way to voice these characters.
The Great Fairy is secretly Andrew's grandmother. Oh, speaking of, we should pay a visit to Andrew's grandmother, because there was a thing I mentioned in Ocarina of Time that I wanted Scraps to remember.
Oh,
now I'm Bubble Bobble.
I want to voice Andrew's grandmother.
Okay.
Oh, do it, please. Oh. You must not, under any circumstance, you must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me. I shall give you more help.
Yeah, the thing she gives us after fixing her up as regular Link is one of the most useful items, in my opinion.
She has quite the laugh.
Yeah! I'm gonna go visit Andrew's... Wow, we're already at night of the first day.
Gotta hurry up.
Yep.
Night cometh before the fall, etc., etc., etc.
One of the people in the stream asked if Deku Link goes Super Saiyan, does he end up a pile of ash? I'm gonna say no, because Super Saiyans don't get covered in fire. By the way, look! Oh, what a cute guest. Do you have a reservation? Where is your mother? I'm sorry, but we're booked with reservations. Please tell that to your mother.
Nice masks.
Yeah.
Thought process.
What's up?
But, since the main gimmick of this game is that you're rewinding the same 3 days over and over again, does Link go through all 3 days without sleeping and then the next 3 days without sleeping?
No, we can sleep. I'll show you how to sleep real quick. Also, look, it's the potion lady. You remember the thing I wanted you to... Do you remember what I wanted you to remember when we saw an Ocarina of Time?
I'm trying to remember what I had for breakfast this morning, so...
Do you remember what she had on her counter?
I do not.
A little striped kitty.
Yep.
Colored like a... Go for it. Show.
Come on.
Cow?
No. Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger.
And I told you, they reference it in Majora's Mask. You want to see it?
Go for it.
Boom! That's
very cool, actually.
Yeah. It's
the most metal. It's the most metal wheelchair ever.
Oh
like,
yeah,
she has the fight wheels and the tiger, and like she's metal. Grandma's metal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Totus, you're late. Tomorrow is another day for something.
Oh,
something.
God.
Something. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh well, I better just go harass these kids. You want to go play hide and seek with a bunch of racist kids?
Question: are they still awake by now, or did they go to bed?
No, they don't sleep. Let's see. Who? Wait, is who awake?
The kids.
The kids. Are the kids awake, or did they
Yeah,
go to
they're
sleep
awake.
or something? Okay.
Are you the
Are
one?
you the one who... Oh, okay, do you want to do this, or do you want me to do it? Okay, you can do it. You definitely know this character more than I do.
Are you the one that pops that up there? Not bad for a scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get it, and I'll tell you what it is. But don't think of getting it that easy. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Yeah, alright, line up, guys.
I see the bombers smokes 5 packs a day.
Yep.
If you can catch all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Ready?
I hate Jim. He is the worst of the bombers, so I'm going to get him first.
So when did the bombers become the Green Gang?
Screw you, Jim.
The what?
Alright, Powerpuff Girls, the Green Gang.
Also,
yeah.
Hey, no, dude.
I'm not doing anything suspicious, really.
God. You know, I think he's probably Ikana based on, you know.
Oh, you mean like he's from Ikana?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, maybe he's a descendant of the dead family. But
Possibly. That's an interesting angle. I never thought about it that way.
You know, hide and seek does not
Come
work
on!
this way.
Come
Yeah,
on.
this is actually tag.
Yeah, it's there we go. All right.
You see, Jim is the bomber you like the least. I will make you have empathy for Jim in the opera because there's something very important related to him. And I cannot tell you because it is part of the plot. But
Yeah.
let's say that. Let me just say that it'll make you hate Sakon even more. And,
Oh God.
And like Jim a little bit.
Oh, does oh wait, I was thinking of hey, you want to see the most useless guard ever, even more useless than the one that just lets you into Hyrule Castle for 10 rupees?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Oh, hey, look, it's an old lady. So nice.
I'm sorry.
Ah, she is so nice. So wonderful.
She's also gliding across the floor.
Oh yeah, I hope nothing bad happens to her. She looks like she's in a rush. Oh, no, no!
Ouch! Watch out! Stop! Please give the old lady her luggage back.
Get back!
Oh no!
Get
What
back!
a monster!
What a monster! Get
You
back!
monster,
Thief! Thief! He's prancing about. Hey, guard!
An entire number.
Hey! Well, you're gonna stop me, but not him? Oh no, he wasn't doing anything suspicious. Didn't you hear?
It's amazing. I love that. The guard stopped a tiny scrub like, oh, the guy running away with a bag now.
Oh
Yeah.
my! And I thought we have the stock of bomb bags. I guess we don't anymore.
I have a question. Why was she going to East Clocktown when her shop is in West Clocktown?
Well, she's clearly planning to blow up the tavern owned by the person she hates the most before retreating to her shop.
Well, that's better than what I thought. I thought she was going to head to the mayor's office.
Maybe actually to clear the, as if it's customs.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, I have some bombs here. Can I please put them in my...
You have some what?
I have some bombs. Do you want some bombs?
Maybe.
Well, I figured I would place one of these bombs behind your
Oh, hey, look,
and
it's-
forget about it.
My son deserves to be the mayor. You've been the mayor for 50 years. That's enough, daughter. I taught you in elementary school. You're a terrible student.
Yeah, you're a terrible alchemy. You never even made proper dynamite.
Oh.
Uh,
That robbery is an entire number near the end of Act 1 in my album.
Oh, nice.
And it's important as well.
Does Jim try to stop him? And
No, Jim
well,
is at the end of the night. Kind of.
okay.
Well, you're pretty good for a scrub. If only you were human, then I could give you the original Bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you think of things? No scrubs! Yeah, I guess. Once we let some kid join who wasn't human. Boy, did we ever...
I want to know that story.
We know it.
Oh, it's Skull Kid, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm an
yeah,
idiot.
absolutely.
I only just got that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. Okay. We'll have to remember that until we get the Bomber's notebook.
I'll remember it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I have a good memory for numbers sometimes.
Uh,
I was gonna say that no, Jim actually plays a role at the end of that scene, but it is at the request of Cafe.
wait, was it 243 or 423?
243.
Okay. I have ADHD and my short-term memory is awful, as we established in... I don't remember what stream.
See,
I memorize
exactly.
everything.
Perfect example of this. No, the reason that I remember numbers easily is because I have synesthesia with numbers. So that was black, yellow, red, blue, and orange, like exclusively. So that I'm terrible with actual numbers, but if I do colors, it works. Same way for.
Is this how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, by the way, cool thing about Deku Link, he can glide on water. And, oh, God, no. he doesn't glide much, or he doesn't bounce much if you just go straight. That's why you should always spin first, because it maintains your momentum. It makes you more mobile.
Yeah, you have five hops, and then at the sixth you drown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
So
you can't hold your breath.
No. Only Zora Link can really have any kind of underwater. Wow, we're already on the second day.
Yep.
I'm trying to get here before it goes. Fucking come on! Oh god, please tell me I got up there, because if the balloon's there, it's gonna... Oh, I thought the balloon respawned at
I don't think the balloon responds if you are either in its place or in the same room as it. I don't remember.
Okay, let's skip to the third day.
Already?
Yeah.
Did we already accomplish everything in day 1 and 2?
Well, I mean, yeah we pretty much... No, I already know it. He basically tells you once you learn the Song of Time, you can play it double or backwards to change things.
Yeah, the speed of time.
I want to do this because this is something I've never actually done.
Really?
I've never done it on the third day.
Interesting.
Or the third night.
That blur is...
I like
great.
the blur. By the way, oh, damn it, I keep button mashing. I need to stop button mashing. But that's the cool... By the way, the thing... the thing I will never take for granted after having just beaten Ocarina of Time is the ability to skip through text.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a thing.
So to me, when I was little, the difference was so stark. I remember thinking of Ocarina of Time as the slow Zelda game, and Majora's Mask as the quick Zelda game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can walk faster with the bunny hood. You can skip text faster. Everything is just more streamlined because they learn from Ocarina of Time, basically.
Yeah.
I've
said it every time I say, or my final thoughts on Ocarina of Time were that all the flaws that were in, or most of the flaws in Ocarina of Time were fixed in Majora's Mask.
I'm going to throw this out here, but the game that I always remember being the worst for the unskippable dialogue or cutscenes, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh god, especially Kingdom Hearts 2 with its tutorial. Like, we're almost done with the tutorial of Majora's Mask.
Kingdom Hearts 1 has these long, 10-minute long cutscenes that you cannot skip.
Yeah.
And they force you to watch them every time you die.
Yeah, especially in the final
that game is so easy.
Oh, god. Hey, you remember this guy? This is the guy who tells you about the man who stole the truth in Kakariko.
Yeah.
Now he's an astronomer. He's one of the few...
Whoa! Go on, sorry.
Oh, go on.
You finish your description, it's fine.
Oh, I was going to say, he's one of the few characters from Ocarina of Time that I actually remember vividly.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, it's because of his, he's the one that gives us the lore on Bongo Bongo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the strange family who lives on top of the well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friends from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day just said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moonstone. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope?
Yeah, he's just probably causing a lot of trouble. Just probably dancing about. You know, we really haven't looked up. Let's see how beautiful this sky is.
There he goes. Oh, that's my favorite pose, actually.
That head shake is crazy.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do it on the third day. Also, that's our first time looking at the moon.
Yep.
Oh, wow. And a piece of it just fell down.
Look.
There he goes.
Yeah, if you look at him on the first and second day, he's like dancing up there. Oh,
yeah.
God. And he moons you. after the
I love
tear
it.
falls. Yeah.
Well, did you find a troublemaker in that loud noise? What was that? Perhaps another moon steer has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how the troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival.
I was about to say he did the Knuckles exploit jump from Sonic Boom.
Probably. Or he has Game Shark and just did the moon jump.
Oh no.
But by the way, I think this moon tier has a lot of implications about the moon itself.
Yes, people always say that that the moon looks angry. I don't think it looks angry. I think it looks desperate.
Yeah, I personally think that the moon always had a face. It just didn't look sad. I think the moon in Termina always had a face, and the reason for it is because there's the thing on the back of Mayor Detour's chair resembles the moon, but with a smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
the man on the moon is very angry that he's being manipulated.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He wants to stop, but oh god, that's an earthquake.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't have any. Oh god, I hope we actually have enough time to get there. This may have been a oh god, this may have been a bad idea.
No, you're more than fine.
Yeah, I know.
What is it that Chinese have on the moon instead of like a man? It's a bunny.
Oh, we have it too. The moon rabbit
Yeah.
is a European folklore thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
Goku-
it's also Chinese. Yes, I think it's
Yeah,
everywhere.
Goku sent the rabbit to the moon.
What?
Mobster Rabbit from the original Dragon Ball. When Goku was a kid, Monster Rabbit was turning people into carrots, and
Oh, I haven't seen that in years. I remember that. Yes.
yeah, Goku sent a rabbit to the moon.
There you go.
So the only episode of Dragon Ball that I ever saw as a kid was the one where they had the older 7 Dragon Balls and Oolong wished for panties.
Oh, that was the end of season 1, or the
Yes.
Pilaf saga.
Yes, that is.
That is
I
a perfect.
missed
That's
a
a
lot of that
perfect.
stuff.
That's a perfect sum up of the entirety of the series.
I read the manga years later, and I was like, you know what? This all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
Oh.
wanna be nuts, you can before doing this, you can run to the inn and give the hands.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, and I just remembered a chest we can actually get. The chest, yeah, in Andrew's bedroom. It should be open now, because they're at.
Oh yeah, they're at the ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
And Cafe is trapped in Sakon's hideout.
Yep.
Since we're almost done with the tutorial, I'm going to lay out what my plan is for just this stream. My plan is to get all the 9 masks that I can get before entering the swamp.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you can get like half the masks before even entering the swamp. This is so adorable, the way Deku Link opens chests. Oh, wait, this isn't the kind...
It needs to be a major item. It's only when you get a major item or a compass or something like that.
Yeah, one
You'll
of
see it.
the 3 golden chests, gold-rimmed chests.
Okay, so MBulteau. I mispronounced that. I definitely know. What is it like? Bullet M. I'm sorry. I cannot pronounce things correctly. Can you say your name again?
M?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to click the button. I said. You can say it like bull, like the animal, and toe on your foot. So Bulteau works fine. Because the original is French. Is Bulteau, and that's impossible to say in English.
Oh, that Bulteau. Is that what you said?
No, Bulteau.
Oh, okay.
Bulteau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you said that you're making an opera for Majora's Mask.
Yes.
Is this the first opera you've ever made, or have you made others?
I have started others, and I have never finished them because I was very young. and
Yeah.
So, yeah, you saved me.
Yeah. Well, prepare, Mr. Mystery Hand. You're gonna have quite the load dropped on you here in a bit.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no, I have never written a full one, and of course I did the worst possible decision and decided to write a 3.5-hour one, because that's how long the whole thing is, and for large forces. But yes, this one is practically finished. It needed revision still, but
Makes sense.
I have other works and I have demos on my channel of sections of or little numbers of the opera, recorded with volunteer singers. None of them are up to date with the actual final score, as they were recorded before the score was done revising.
I button mashed.
It works. It works for the purposes of giving you an idea of what it would be like, but it's supposed to be a large stage work, and I did the worst possible decision because you should never start your career with something enormous, but now I have to finish it regardless.
Look at this! About it, really. Look at this cow bobblehead.
Yep.
I've seen that cow bobblehead in 3 different places.
Yeah, you're gonna see another one as well.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for another. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
A very cool detail.
Let's see how the people react to the world ending.
Oh, are you able to get through? I don't think you are as a Deku, are you?
No, I need a sword.
You need a sword.
Okay, well, let's go talk to Muto. And can we talk? Is Vice? No, the mayor's office would still be closed, right? Or is it?
I think yes, it may be closed.
Okay. Oh, I know someone we can.
Are we playing it safe and heading to confront Skull Kid, or are we gonna?
Yeah, we have time. We have 3 minutes.
Yeah,
3.5 minutes.
A lot of time.
Yeah, that's also ticking down.
Game? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, I want to flee, but it's not written in my schedule. To deliver the schedule is the highest priority. Oh, poor.
That's one of my favorite situations for a character in the game, and he has a number just for him in the 3rd act.
Oh, that's amazing. I love him. I love him in Mario Sunshine. He is amazing.
He's the amazing pianissimo. Hey, Deku Kid, are you waiting for us to finish the bridge from the festival tower to the clock tower entrance up there? Sorry, my apprentices panicked and ran away. This is all we get for a festival tower. It's not quite tall enough, is it? Sheesh. Even if we went to the top of the festival tower, we wouldn't be able to get up to the clock tower entrance. I apologize for all this. I wish I could scare that moon away.
Can we get to Vicen? I don't remember where Vicen is. Oh,
try. If he is in the mayor's office outside the door. So try that if it's not closed.
Okay. All right. I do
like that you have like a little trail behind you when you do that stuff.
Oh yeah, and one detail I really like. It makes this world feel a lot more full. Look at the guard.
Yeah, he's looking up.
Yeah,
no, he's looking to the side, but yeah.
Okay.
They put their hand on their chest and they just hope for the best because they have no orders to evacuate.
Oh, it is open.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh
yes!
No, he's not there. No, he should be outside the wall. I don't know where he is.
I tell you, it's hard to figure which way things will go. See, because Muto said he would call my wife. The carnival is on.
Oh God, let me in! Okay, now we actually do need to go confront Skull Kid. Oh, there he is!
There he is.
Captain
Bison!
The mayor's orders are absolute.
So the gate guards are still standing by.
Standing by. Cripes. He looks so sad!
Yeah, he's
okay, yeah, sad. No, I have faffed around. I really hope I didn't... No, I have enough time. It's right here. Oh God, this is the wrong one.
It's okay. Same way. You can go.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is where it gets intense. Because... Oh, man.
Because you spent, like, all your 5 minets, running around and not confronting Skull Kid.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Speed of sound.
Oh God, get up there. Oh jeez. No, get in. Get in.
Calm down. Do it slowly. Do it slowly.
Okay, I am legitimately panicking. Oh Jesus.
Okay. You have time. You have more than enough time.
Yeah, I have 30 seconds. And I think I get an extra 40 seconds once I get up there.
You get 5 minutes, I think.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna reset the clock.
Oh, I hope so. Oh yeah. God,
Ooh, I heard that.
yeah, I love the wooden noise. It really does make him feel like a marionette. The way he moves, the way he clacks when he moves.
Yep. Who's Tail?
I don't think we have. I think we've been just skipping over Tail's voices.
Then I'll go as Tail. Sis!
Tail, we've been looking for you too. Skull Kid, what if you gave back the mask you're wearing now? Come on, aren't you listening?
Swamp, mountain, ocean, and canyon. Hurry! The four who are there. Bring them here.
Don't speak out of line, you stupid fairy.
No! What are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you still think you're gonna be our friend after that?
Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try and stop it!
Very Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very Mark Hamill. Very.
Mark
Joker
Hamill is
esque.
the best Joker, in all fairness. Oh god, that's...
That's tricky. Because I really like the Jack Nicholson Joker, but for different reasons than I like the Mark Hamill Joker.
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah.
There you go, 5 minutes. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, I don't even have... I'm too panicked to even make a joke about having Scraps try and guess how we stop him.
You know, I figured you'd do the bubble thing.
I got the Ocarina of Time! Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you.
You! Don't screw up!
No, she finally learned his name. You're already leaving Hyrule, this land, aren't you? Is it because I caused the destruction of Hyrule in another universe? Well...
Is it because I'm dumb and let them open the door of time?
Is it because I'm dumb and ordered you to open the door of time?
Exactly.
I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. All those 5 minutes when you came to the garden, I was like, exclamation point. And then we looked at that evil man with the big ears. Good times.
Did you remember the Mario portraits on the wall? They were so nice.
Did you meet the Mario ghosts?
The Mario ghost? I forgot about the Composer Brothers.
And to that day, take this, even though I think you may have already had it because of time travel. I'm praying that your journey will be safe.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah.
If something happens, please remember this song that you already know because the other me taught it to you in a very similar flashback. Except it was in the Temple of Time and not this white void. How did we even get here?
Wait, no. He gave the ocarina back to Zelda in
Right!
First note.
Failure.
First note wrong. Wow.
Yeah, no, you're right. He did give back the... By the way, I heard a very interesting theory that the Wind Waker Master Sword is not the real Master Sword. It was a replica made because the original Master Sword was sent back in time with Link and then disappeared. I think that's a very interesting theory.
Yeah, but if it's not the real Master Sword, then how does it work on Ganondorf?
Well, it didn't work on Ganondorf. It explicitly didn't work until the sages had to constantly be praying to power it up enough.
Ah, so any sword can be the Master Sword if it has the right powers in it.
Well, not every sword, because in Breath of the Wild, the Royal Guard weapons are replica. Like the Royal Guard broadsword is a replica attempt at recreating the Master Sword.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Snap out of it. Are you getting lost in memories? Get yourself together. Getting the ocarina isn't going to help us. There's no way that blue ocarina made out of time shift stones could ever help us. It's completely impossible. Yeah, well, let's just equip the ocarina. It's going to be hard to play an ocarina as a Deku Scrub, though, considering I'm not as dexterous with these wooden hands. When did you get that instrument? This floored me when I first saw it.
Me too. I was like, did I get the wrong item?
You could say it subverted my expectations.
Completely.
This game is really good about subverting expectations.
Oh, that's Koizumi's mastery. I love. There's no wonder that my two favorite games are the ones where he was involved in the writing. So Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask.
Same.
Zelda games, yeah.
I really like I really do think the best Zelda games are the ones where Ganon is not the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
not for any, like, I don't hate Ganon. He's a great villain, but I feel like when it's not Ganon, the stakes feel more personal.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'd argue that in Link's Awakening, Link is the antagonist.
In a strange way.
Spooky.
Yeah. The salesman is an interesting character.
Well,
do they play it every time you?
No, just the first time. It would be interesting if they like recapped everything you accomplished. What happened? Everything's. That dog is frozen! Oh my god, we stopped time!
You do this every time you make an item with the cooking pot in Breath of the Wild.
True. It started over. Oh.
Nope, still there. Still ugly.
Yeah.
To be fair, God, what was it?
Your instrument. The mask
I'm
tells me
trying to
that if we
remember
get
how
back
to-
your
how to-
precious
how to-
thing, could return you tomorrow. Did you forget or what? I feel like I'm the only one that remembers anything.
You know, the Masked Man was right. We did get our item back right away.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember.
Were you able to recover your precious item from that inn? Oh, you got it! You got it! You got it! You got it!
Where?
You play this song that I'm about to perform and remember it well.
Where did that piano come from?
My pockets. Now shut up and listen.
Why is your head doing that? Please stop that.
Does he get a piano solo? I really want that for the opera.
There is no piano in the whole opera. I'm very sorry.
Oh my goodness, you have failed.
It's not a common orchestra instrument, and I already have other strange ones added, so the piano.
You know
will
what?
not.
Fair.
Fuck.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Can you not do this right?
Okay, it's hard to keep track of what buttons are mapped to what. I am not playing with a Nintendo 64 controller.
Right, okay, fair, very fair, okay.
Fair.
I had this problem in Ocarina of Time too.
Now it has to be a thing. Every time you start a new song, you have to go, boop, wham, fuck.
Yeah, and that'll mask the times it's legitimate. Bye, kid. Tell my dad I
Waving
said hello.
Yes. The nature of song of healing is very interesting.
Yeah, it soothes the souls of the dead. And look,
Of the dying, I suppose. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I am sure it'll be of assistance to you in the future.
Wasn't there a season of Jackie Chan Adventures where they had to fight evil masks?
yes.
I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside it. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal.
I got the Deku mask. Because it uses a different jingle.
I bet that it's textured on the inside is kind of.
Yeah, and that's actually like hollow.
Yeah,
The attention to detail is so great.
it is.
Oh man, let's go ahead and put it on right now.
Now, I have fulfilled my promise to you. So please, give me that which you promised me.
About that.
Don't tell me. My mask. You did. Get it back. Didn't you?
Maybe not.
What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen.
Oh yeah, no, something terrible will happen. I seen it.
The mask that was stolen from me is called Majora's Mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask was so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse.
That's why I found it at the dollar store.
It was quite a bargain. Yes.
But now,
in fact, I stole it.
And no one knows. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get the legendary mask when I finally had it for $2 whole.
Yes. Do you know how hard it is for a merchant to part with money?
I'm gonna throw this out here, but I love his animations because he snaps to them.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That adds so much to his character and the mystery of what exactly is he.
Yeah, absolutely. I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get that mask back quickly, or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, I must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine, surely you can do it. Believe in your strength, believe.
Oh,
Last time I saw animations like that really got to me. Okay, I know Silver has, but have you, Bulteau, have you played Hat in Time?
Hat in Time. No, I've seen it play, but I haven't played it.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, one of the characters, he jitters about, and he sells you stuff.
Interesting. It might be a reference.
He's very much inspired by the Happy Mask Salesman.
I think
oh, there it is. The song that the Scarecrow teaches you to accelerate time.
Oops,
Why would you go faster?
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, yeah, I was right. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, I meant to do this one. See, I personally feel like playing the song backwards should be the one that propels you forward in time, and playing it double should be what slows down time, but I guess...
Oh, I see what you mean, because forwards it brings you back. Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, I'm going to remap this, because... Alright, so, let me think, what do I need to do? Hey, there's that kid again. I'm trying to... What masks can I get right away? I know...
You can get the Keaton mask, but you have to be very good with the swords.
No,
wait, no, I'm an idiot. No, not the Keaton mask, the...
Bomber mask. The bomb mask?
Yeah, no, there's no bomb. The bomb, that's for 11 p.m. There's another one. Sorry, the Keaton mask, I got confused. You need the Keaton mask to talk to Keaton.
Yeah. I can get that at... I think I can't get anything till, like, 10 o'clock, because that's when the thing's open.
Yeah, that's Cafe's mask, yeah.
Yeah, I can get the cafe mask, and with that, I can get the Keaton mask.
That's much later. The Keaton mask is super late.
Well, I mean, you can get the Keaton mask, like, you don't have to finish the thing. You just have to give Anju the letter. Or, no, you just have to deliver Anju's letter and talk to Cafe.
Exactly, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I can get any masks right away until until stuff opens up.
Right.
I know what I can do in the meantime while I wait for things to open up. I can get the bomber's notebook.
You can get the bomb. You can find all bombers before 10 a.m.
Well, I just have to. I mean, oh goddamn, that's not my one. Let's see.
You can. Well, if you slow down time, you can.
Yeah.
flat on time, and you'll be fine.
I mean, it doesn't have to be at 10 exactly.
No, but if you want to
True.
spend as little time as possible, if you're trying to go for some sort of a...
I think in this, I think in this cycle I can get 8 of the 9 masks that I'm planning on getting, including the Deku mask.
Right.
But I will need another cycle in order to get the bomb mask.
Why? The bomb mask you can get immediately at night.
I know.
Because it's at the same time?
Well, no. I can't. If I get that, then I can't get the Cafe or the Keaton mask, because Cafe won't leave if Sakon doesn't visit the shop.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
you're
back. What I missed?
We're
you
just
missed Wes deciding a schedule for getting masks basically, and
Yeah.
he's doing the catching the kids again. You can use the Deku Scrub a little faster.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah, I'm a she. Sorry, I should have told you that earlier. But yeah, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I forgot to tell you, so that was on
I
me.
actually knew. I went specifically to your Twitter page to confirm, and then I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Happens to the best and the worst of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happened to another streamer that I stream with. But yeah, no, it's fine. I can get. Let's see. I can get the Brennan mask. I can get the Camaro mask. I can get the bunny hood actually in this cycle.
Ooh.
Get the bunny hood. Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
the third day. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what James Wolfe should have complained about.
Yeah.
Them hiding behind loading zones. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy to.
What hiding behind loading zones?
The kid was running behind the loading zone. Trying to. There you are. I just had to get the kid to run off. Oh, I could have gotten the fairy mask right away.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'll get that once I finish this. Bomber's Notebook is my main priority right now because if I do things without it, then it's not going to get recorded.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fixed in the... that's changed in the 3DS version. In fact, the Masked Man gives you the Bomber's Notebook after you retrieve the ocarina.
Yeah, it's much better. It's
Yeah.
much less
I would
player torturous.
Yeah, I would say the 3DS version was better if they didn't change the bosses and how Zora Link works.
I honestly don't understand. I mean, I understand it, but it doesn't bother me. I like how Zora Link swims, and I don't mind the bosses so much. In fact, I think Georg is more interesting, honestly, as a boss. But I guess it's up to each person's taste.
Kid, huh? All right. Skull Kid broke. Are you related? So, are you related to Skull Kid? I mean, your name's Kid. Starting today, I'm making Kid a bomber.
Skull Kid is actually my half-brother twice removed from my father's side.
He's my father's uncle's brother's roommate's friend.
He was always very weird. We didn't want
Makes
to
us absolutely nothing.
Which is what you'll be.
There it is.
I love Spaceballs. I feel like we've referenced that same joke like 5 times throughout our Zelda things.
I freaking love Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is so good.
I love that the Bomber Notebook, the sound is the Clock Town theme jingle.
Really? I never realized that.
Yeah, dum ba da 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 da, and the Clock Town is bum ba da 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 da. So it's at the very beginning. Same notes.
I never realized that. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you want to see something you can do in this game that you can't? This is definitive. This is the reason why Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina of Time. In Ocarina of Time, you can't do this.
Can you pet the dog?
You do this. You couldn't pick them up. Remember in Ocarina of Time, I was trying to pick up the dog because I thought you because I forgot you couldn't do that in that game.
Wait! You can't?
No, you have to run up to the dog and it'll follow you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I haven't played that game in a long time.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it attached to one of the side buttons. Okay.
Yeah. And it only shows the this cutscene once, like, mandatory, and then you can just press the mask button again when it's playing that to just skip to the.
Did you see the
Okay,
the official explanation for that cutscene?
Because you're feeling the grief of everyone's. You're feeling all the grief that they have, right?
Yeah, it was in a it was a event in the Miiverse. It was an event where the mask salesman officially was answering fan questions.
Oh yeah, and that just raised more questions.
Yes, because he said that it was the boundless sorrow contained within the masks of the souls that had departed. The sorrow stays behind in the mask, so that the souls can go to effectively heaven or whatever it is, like the peaceful afterlife.
Well, considering Termina does have a devil, like an actual devil, by name, like I wouldn't be surprised if there was also a heaven.
The idea simply of that's what happens whenever you play a Song of Healing. They see their ideal thing, the thing they wanted to have done is done, and they go away in peace, and then you are left with their sorrows in the mask, which contain their shape, and that's very cool. So you scream because you're feeling all of their pain in one go when you put on the mask, which is very cheery and very nice for a game. For
my lines,
huh?
Don't skip my line.
We already. It's basically the same thing.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah,
this is where it's different.
Yeah.
Oh, kind young one, scatter throughout the four temples of the land are broken stray fairies like me. Please find a way to save them and return them to their fountains. Surely they will add to your strength. Allow me to grant you something good, so that the stray fairies will not fear you. It's a severed head.
Don't talk to me or my child ever again.
Don't talk to me or my 15 me's again. And make sure you don't wear that thing near Tingle. He will try. You do not want to know what he wants to do with that. He has asked me for it many times. I think he has a mannequin, and he just needs that, and I really don't want him to have it.
Can you wear that by Tingle? I want to see if he actually says anything.
He doesn't.
But that would be funny, actually. He should.
Yeah. It's horrifying.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. In dungeons, the hair glows, the hair sparkles whenever you're in a room with a stray fairy and actually points to the stray fairy.
Oh, that's clever.
So, well, now we just gotta wait until 10.
Wow, you did everything way faster than I thought you would.
This is what happens when you play the game religiously. You know everything. You know how to min-max.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've done the maximum, like, I've done the better version of the maximum happiness challenge, the one that involves getting all the stray fairies.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were here when she said that she was already like counting all the masks and going, oh, we have to go here at 10 a.m. and then over there, and I'm like counting like, oh, there's one mask, and she was already going like 3 masks. Like, oh yeah, we have the cafe's mask, and then you can get a Grid Fairy's mask, and then you can get, and I was like, okay, I guess. I remember the story, but the mechanical details are starting to evade me slowly because I only played this game 3 times.
Really?
Yes. First, it was the first time. Second time was to show a friend, and that's when I had the idea for the opera, which was back in 2011.
Oh.
So it was 2011, and then later, maybe 2 years ago, when I got the 3DS version. That's it. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. Once he gets in, then I'll be able to.
Mr. Luigi chest hair.
Yeah, I love Gorman. He's such a great character. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, let's go. I'll voice Gorman.
Okay.
I am of the Gorman troop. I have my appointment to meet with Madame today.
Really? Then that should be fine if you just go in.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's the one with Madame Aroma that is interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Madame Aroma first, because I want to get this out of the way. You want to voice her, Scraps?
You know what? Sure.
50-year-olds, 50-year-old women are all for Scraps. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh dear, Are you on a field trip? Or are you the expert person finder I hired? Yes, yes, yes. I say, you have the face of a pro.
Well, I did get famous finding 6 people.
The characteristics of the person I want you to find. Yes, yes, I know them. He's tall and tall.
And has purple hair. He has purple hair like his father.
The person I want you to locate is my son, Caffey. You know him, don't you? You don't? Really? He disappeared about a month ago. It's terrible. I am so very worried. You can tell by the tone of my voice. I'm very worried. I've lost 5 pounds. You haven't? Anything, though? Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'll help her.
Oh, my, of course. You are an expert. Well, I'm counting on you.
Here's his severed face. We made
He's
it
a
as
hideous replica of my son.
You want to know something more hideous? In the randomizer.
In the randomizer, I saw.
Yes. So I was dabbling around with the randomizer, and the randomizer gives you the option to play as Cafe, and when you do, Link is in his place. And instead, it's a Link mask that looks like it looks like the statue, like the Elegy statue. It is horrifying.
Looks like Link. It's like a cardboard Link.
Yeah. Now let's get this
I
horrifying
made
thing.
by that weird mask-selling man down the road.
It's strange that he already had it made, but he is an expert.
I remember. It's interesting. I forgot a little detail when Madame Aroma says, "You know about him, don't you? What, you don't?" As if supposedly because Cafe is the son of the mayor, everyone should know him. He's famous around town.
Yeah, he
And
is.
that's why you can ask about him.
Yeah. Let's see.
Have you seen this face? Well, I'm pretty sure
You're
that is
also
his
looking
actual
for
face.
Cafe. Andrew, the innkeeper. She has a name.
He has a name.
She has. It's such a glow up from in Ocarina of Time. In
What was
Ocarina,
her name then?
she didn't have one. She was just Kuka Lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait here until 1, or until the mailman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe it is at 1. Yeah. She goes to the
Yeah.
kitchen and she comes back.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
she is in the kitchen.
I know what we should do while we wait. The thing is, so there's a lot of waiting in this game, I will admit, but not the kind of waiting that's in Ocarina of Time. When you wait here, there is things to do. Like waiting here is watching these people go about their lives. And,
Yeah, the world continues without you. I like that very much.
yeah. Let's see. Is she coming here?
I believe she may. You're fine until 1, so I think she is coming. Just if you follow her.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted
Yeah.
to catch this because it gives a lot of character to the grandma.
Yeah.
It's something I missed on my first few playthroughs.
It's funny. It was one of the first conversations I actually paid attention to when I was little when I played this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh, Tortoise, I've already had lunch.
Grandmother, it's me, Andrew. Tortoise was my father. And you haven't had lunch yet.
I've already had lunch. Now be quick and take that away.
Not eating is bad for you. Please eat.
Didn't I say that I already ate lunch, Tortoise? Impossible, child.
Then don't eat my food. I give up. You can see that she's tired in her face.
Yeah.
That's another thing this does way better than Ocarina, is the characters having expressions.
Yeah, absolutely. Phew!
What was that? Oh, Will?
Would you like me to read you a story?
Let's check out this diary real quick.
Yeah.
Dear Dad,
Granny's diary.
today I plotted a murder.
I
Why could I not eat for 3 days so that nobody suspects that I have poisoned the oatmeal?
Yes, and then once my daughter is dealt with, my friend at the knitting club is going to be delivering bombs to the mayor. So, and
So that means all of Cafe's money will go to me.
Oh wow, that is amazing. It was my granddaughter who cooked again today. Putting that to the lips shortens the life. I thought of a way to get by without eating. I'll try it tomorrow. I just hope I'm not caught.
Yeah, she's pretending to have dementia so that she doesn't have to eat food. Oh, we already said this. Luckily, I can just button mash against this.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I do like the camera pans. That is so nice.
Oh, yeah. It's something that wasn't really... That's another improvement. Oh, come on. Open the door. Oh. Wow, she just zoomed by. She did not want to spend the rest of the day there. I think I might be able to... is she gonna... Oh, yeah, she's gonna bring it to the other guests.
She might... No, actually she's gonna bring it to her own room. She's going to have lunch, I think.
Yeah, I think I can get the room key now. I don't think I need the Goron mask to get it.
I think you may have missed your chance for a room key. It was before. I'm not sure. I don't remember quite.
Well, no,
and it wasn't 1. I think it's at 2 or 3 because he has to go upstairs.
Okay, then
come back down.
Then it's probably right when she comes back because the Goron hasn't come yet. Because you know we got into this place like right after it opened.
Yeah, and the postman was picking up mail in the morning, so he's delivering in the afternoon. So yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, he's probably in like North Clocktown by now.
Yeah.
After I get the room key reservation, I'll go and listen to Granny's story.
Yep. Unless you don't have it. No, you need to get the bomb. Oh no, you don't want. You can't. Never
do you have a reservation? Yay! Mr. Kid, okay. I have an arrival down for this afternoon. You're in the knife chamber. Here's your key. It's called the knife chamber on account of all the knives.
It's called the knife chamber because the last guest we had there, you don't want to know.
Yeah. I mean, well, they had this weird mask. Oh, here's the mailman. Perfect! Just in time.
You could probably possibly seen this. I'll be the postman.
Yeah. Ah! What is this?
I have delivered this to you!
Wait! This letter, where did you...
From the post box.
That's not what I meant. From the post box where?
The post box somewhere.
That's not what I mean!
Stupidest conversation. If you say it again, I think it's different if you talk to them again.
Really? Please tell me!
It's a secret!
I must know! Alright.
Yeah.
You're also looking for Cafe? I have a red quest. I have a clue that'll help you find him. Tonight, 11:30, come to our kitchen. Alright. So, let's skip forward a bit.
You arrive at 11:30 and she's like, I'm the one who killed him, and you're never leaving here alive.
You're wearing his face. I mailed it to his mother.
Oh, daughter. All right, she thinks you're the mayor. If they pick on you, come tell teacher, okay?
That gives a lot of character to her, because that tells you she was a school teacher. She probably taught the Deku Elementary. I just realized.
Possibly. Yeah.
I only just realized.
My grandmother used to be a librarian at I think it was MIT.
That's cool.
The only library in this game is at the Great Bay.
Yeah. Very strange one.
It was Harvard, I believe. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go 2 hours.
The carnival of time, is it? The carnival's almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long. I'll read it with some enthusiasm. Sorry about that.
Well, it's my daughter's cooking.
It's all the cocaine. The carnival of time each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and the moon are in alignment. Paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing. The carnival of time is when the peoples of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year.
And now we sleep.
Blah, 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 blah. You fell asleep, yeah. Oh, are you awake? I guess I thought it was a little boring for Tortoise, wasn't it? I read it to you for free, you little twerp. You should be paying me. Don't give up. Try again sometime.
Alright. Oh, she won't let me because I already All right, I'm just gonna.
So do you literally just fall asleep?
Yeah,
and,
we need to buy a torture device for 500 rupees in order to listen to the story.
Really?
Yes, actually.
Clockwork Orange type thing that keeps your eyes open.
Yeah, it's actually a torture device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen a Clockwork Orange.
Really?
I
It's far worse than Clockwork Orange in my opinion because it goes on the entire face, not just the eyes.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't seen the film either. I just know a few elements of it. I have to finish my Kubrick thing, but I could never do 2001: Space Odyssey. It's too slow for me.
I know what we can do real quick while we're waiting here.
2001: A Space Odyssey is one of those films.
Oh man, look at this guy.
Everybody references it, but
Feel a bit
nobody
bad.
has seen it.
I've seen it. It is weird. I don't think it's as good as people make it out to be.
Well, it's Kubrick.
Yeah.
It's dated. It's dated.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, its effects were supposed to be phenomenal.
You want to see one of my favorite characters? I love this guy's story. He is okay. What do you think this guy's story is gonna be? What do you think he's gonna be angry about?
This is the guy who was angry when Link played that song that destroyed the water tower.
The windmill.
The windmill in the previous game.
Yeah.
This guy, he's got an antenna on his back.
Well,
so
no, that's
broadcasting thoughts to the little kids so that they will go Pied Piper dancing, and he can carry them away.
I never noticed
and
it
then
actually.
bribe the family for money.
I never noticed it actually goes under his legs.
Yeah, and you are actually on something when you say Pied Piper.
Yeah. What do you really think is like? Give a legitimate guess, because we have until midnight to.
He uses it to attract bats.
Close. You're actually really close. How about you voice him?
La la la. They said I was much too loud when I practiced in my room. They got me mad. Sigh. Now I'm sad. I'll just think about the past to keep my mind off the bad. Ah, yes. I'll do that. Dear guest, long ago, I was in an animal troupe with dogs and donkeys and such. Why could a man join? That's 'cause a man is an animal too, my boy. They were all great, but there was one thing I didn't like about it. Why was the dog the leader? Was it 'cause something was wrong with me, sir? Oh, that dog was an amazing leader. He always had a stellar troop, no matter what animal he had to work with. That's why I stole it. The dog's mask. I stole it. I wanted it because it was the leader's mask. But I no longer need it. I give it to my guest.
Yeah, he's mad because a dog was the leader of the troop that he was in. It's the Bremen mask. It belonged to the leader of an animal troop. Try parading around tiny towns.
Tiny towns?
Yeah.
The leader was a good instructor. His members matured quickly, and they became adults in an instant.
With this mask, I can become Adult Link.
You
Really?
wish.
Yeah, no.
No.
But it does something even better.
God, you're Pied Pipering it.
Oh,
Exactly.
well, I'll show you on day 3 what it's for. But there's a lot of Easter eggs. There's also something in Icona Canyon whenever we get to it that you're going to absolutely love.
The Pied Piper story is so messed up when you actually read it and think about it.
Yeah, the townspeople should have paid him.
Yes, they should have.
And he's also a bit of a dick for doing that to them, and even then, like, everything's a bit messed up.
To be fair, as an artist, I totally agree that they should have paid him, and he was well within his rights to get mad at them. But he didn't have to kidnap all their kids.
I mean...
Everyone's a dick in that story.
But one thing that always messes me up is that there's always one boy who didn't get taken away by the Pied Piper, and one of the reasons is he's missing. He's got like a broken leg, so he's crawling, but he's crawling too slow to keep up with the other boys and girls.
I don't remember that detail. I never got that one. I think the version I heard is that one of the boys was deaf.
Yeah, that's the one I always heard.
No, the version I always heard was he was too slow because his leg was broken. So he was hobbling along trying to follow, but he couldn't. Because so he and one of the other boys took his cane. So he was crawling after the Pied Piper, but he got lost because he couldn't keep up.
That's
somehow
up. Even more messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want a lot of money, you can go try the lottery numbers. Like, read them now and note them down.
Money's not, like, an issue.
No, but if you get the 3 right, you get a piece of heart.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the wallet upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Quick. I just need 2 more rupees. 1. 2. There we go.
You better run because you'll have to be at 11:30. Well, she's late.
It's midnight.
Yeah, she's late.
Yeah, and I have the room key, so I can just walk in.
Yep.
It'll be a lot easier once I get the bunny hood.
Oh yeah. Even then, Link moves faster by himself in Majora's Mask than in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, yeah. His mobility is so much better.
Do you ever find Epona?
Yeah, we're gonna see Epona in this stream. I promise.
Oh, thank goodness! I was worried that the horse was gone.
Yeah, no.
Return to soap.
All right.
And then they sell it back to you, and Link leaves the world of Termina with a brand new bar of soap
and some glue.
Brand. It's glue. Oh, that yes.
Let's see, how much is it? Is it 50 rupees? Or is it 90 rupees? Or
what? Oh, the bag.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Let's see, 50. Okay.
Good.
I just needed to know what... I like in the... by the way, there's a lot of character to this shop. Like, there's a rocket, a giant bomb, schematics for the rocket and how it works. And I think if you... Oh, did not mean to do that. I think if you like talk to him about something, he'll talk about his plan to land on the moon using bomb-based propulsion system.
Yeah, or I think it's on the schematics, like little, it specifically says like plans to land the rocket on the moon with bomb propulsion.
Yeah. Man, that would have been an interesting AU if their plan worked and they, instead of like stopping Majora's Mask, they just pull an Armageddon on it. Just go on the moon, feed a powder keg into its mouth to blow it in half.
An Independence Day kind of thing. Hello, boys, I'm back. Fly into the mouth of the moon and explode it with 2 bombs. Yeah, that would be cool, actually.
Yeah. You got Steve Buscemi in it. I'm sorry, it's the trouble. It's about Cafe. I received a letter from... Strange, isn't it? Getting a letter from a missing person? But there's absolutely no mistaking it's from him. It's clear to me. Please. Here's my letter.
The letter was, please, please, let me out of this box in your basement.
Yes. It's a post box. That's why the postman said it's a secret. I'm scared I can't go. I'm afraid of facing my fiancé. I don't know why he's run. He didn't write here. He wrote that he can't say why he ran.
Andrew's character is very, very... it has layers.
Oh, yeah. Like, all the characters...
Like yeah. Or an ogre.
Yeah. She's afraid that he may have left because of her, when in fact it's because he doesn't have needs to marry her.
And her mom thinks that he's run off to go be with her best friend.
Krem, yeah.
Damn it, that's not what I meant.
It's very complex.
I in fact regret, if I may say so. I don't regret, but it's like if I had started writing my opera now, I would have written it very differently.
Yeah.
The plot would be focused on different things because I think that story. I mean, that's still the main story, but the
Has that suspicious guy? No, yeah, because it's. Oh yeah, no. This is what has he?
No, it's past. It's past. You can.
Oh, okay. I have a sword. Let me through.
Yep.
You have an errand in the mountains? It's dangerous to go. I can't allow a child like you. But you have a sword, and I did just... Well, hey, why don't you go catch that guy that just robbed that old lady for me?
There you go. I would have focused the events much more solely on the town because the Cafe Andrew Cremier, the mother, all those events plus the family of the mayor, those things are very, very, very rich. I could have. I can write an entire different story just based on those.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Does Camaro have a song?
Camaro appears at the beginning of Cafe's Dream. That's why you hear this music.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want to...
The reason... Oh, yeah. Who's going to read him? Is it me? Oh, it has to be me now. I asked.
All right.
Let me see. I am no longer part of the living. My sadness to the moon. I haven't left my dance to the world. I am filled with regret. I am disappointed. Oh, moon, I have died.
I've been like, do the accent then on the second one, like, translation. I'm disappointed. Oh, moon, I've died.
Yeah, like super dry. Oh, I plan to bring the world together and stir into a giant melting pot with my dance. If only I had taught my new dance to someone.
Well, he has some regrets. Why don't we ease it? Scraps, how do we ease regrets?
Usually you sing to somebody.
Alright. No, that's not the wrong. I was halfway through realizing, wait.
This guy looks like a freaking alien.
Yep.
Yeah, he died dancing frozen to death, or dancing on this mushroom, and he froze to death because, you know, he's in nothing but a pink Speedo.
Yeah. Spread my dance across the world. Train its followers. Translation. I have tied to you, now make into popular dance craze. Go 1 million views on YouTube. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, God. I really like how it's just his face, his neck is just stapled to a flesh-colored thing.
And I think I know why they chose that.
Oh, sorry.
I am translation. I am counting on you. Translation. I'm counting on you.
Oh God, I'm on fire.
I think I have actually. Has anyone ever tried to explain why they stapled his neck to the thing?
Oh, what's that?
I think that it's because you're not supposed to be him. You're supposed to be his body because that's how dance is expressed.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. I never really thought about that.
Put it on. I want to see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're about to put it on. I'm just going to put it on at the right place so you can see it in its glory.
Yeah.
God, there's so much stuff you can do right off the bat. I think this is going to be my 4th heart piece.
You're good.
You're gonna enter a dance competition and just dance the night away.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
going to...
absolutely.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate. Look at these girls. They're got terrible.
Don't bother us.
And if you notice, the music playing here is the same music you hear with Camaro. Same melody. That's the clue.
Oh.
Yep. Which is also Majora's theme, kind of.
Almost. Yeah. That's why it shifts in Cafe's Dream from this to Majora's theme. The reason I wanted to incorporate them is because I wanted Cafe. So Cafe's Dream starts when he falls asleep exhausted at the foot of Snowhead, and in these half-dream days, he kind of perceives Camaro's presence. There you go.
Thank you for teaching us those steps. You really are our master.
Oh my God. I never get tired of that. Characters with like really deep voices.
Oh yeah, I did that for I don't know if you watch my other streams, but I did that for Zelda because of Sheik, and even kept that up in the Zelda form.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we keep that.
And now they do the dance.
Yeah. Now the proper dance. I remember.
Yep.
That's cool.
What I was saying is that Cafe feels a presence of Camaro, and though that's why I put the thing is, and then I realized that because Cafe is worried about a bunch of different things, and like dreams are usually collections of your worries and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I decided to get Camaro in to then morph it into Majora's theme because he's worried about what's going on, and then the whole thing just snowballs into something completely different.
Well, I mean, if there's any place for ideas to snowball, it would be Snowhead.
Okay, I'm on the way out now. I have to leave. Thank you for having me on the screen. Goodbye.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Yeah, if you think my puns are bad, you should listen to Jester.
Oh my goodness, was that a joke?
No, our friend Jester that we stream with.
Oh no! I was wondering if the leaving was a joke. Because I actually thought you were serious.
No, what? No, it's a joke. Of course, it's a joke.
Okay.
You thought I was actually leaving like in the middle of the stream like that, like just because they did a bad joke.
I didn't think it was because of that joke. I
to
just
be
thought,
fair,
like, something happened.
To be fair, Scrap's brother has done that exact same thing.
No. I mean,
my brother leaves for much more important reasons.
Minimum of decorum. I was invited to a stream of people I don't know like personally, so at least I should at least say like oh, thank you so much for having me, blah blah, etc. And like going over the things and taking my time. I should just piss off.
Trying to think. I don't.
Goodbye,
F
you.
See.
Yeah, exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I forgetting? Let's see.
Okay, quick question. Have you ever watched Lost in Space, the new show on Netflix?
I have not. No.
Okay. There's a gag where one of the characters is doing a Morse code, and another character is receiving, and he's like, "F you," and then like another, he's like, "Is that what your kids are saying to you these days?" I'm
an idiot. I know what I can do.
What can you do? Oh yeah, you can open the Alice.
Yeah, I never did that.
I was so confused by the use of these statues when I first played the game that I never used them.
Other than like, wait, you didn't even unlock them for teleporting?
No, I did, but I never used them for. Sorry, you're right. I'm an idiot. I never used them for saving.
Yeah, it's I really don't either, but I probably will for the sake of streaming.
Yeah, of course. I was confused when I was playing because I didn't understand what the consequences would be if the save, because there's something about the way it explains how it saves that as I was 11 and English was not my main language, so I was lucky to understand half the text in the game. And then I was like, wait, I don't get it. Does this mean that I'm going to lose something if I save here? So I might as well not save. So then I never saved. I just the Song of Time and everything.
Right. I can get that because it is worded a little differently, but basically, Scraps, the way it saves is it's a temporary save, like in Mystery Dungeon. You know how in Mystery Dungeon when you reload, it's not like when you reload you have to like continue from that point, and you can't. And if you die, you die. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is Scraps here?
Scraps should be.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had my mic up because I was checking the laundry.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think what else. I can get the Keaton. I can get the Keaton mask. I can get the. Oh, I know what the 9th one is. It's the postman's hat. Is the one I was trying to. Because I knew I could get 9. I was just trying to figure out what the 9th one was.
What are the other ones? You said Keaton mask, postman, and then what?
Keaton mask and bunny hood and postman's hat are the ones I can get in this cycle, and then in the next cycle I can get the blast mask, and that combined with the 5 that I have will be the 9.
Oh, okay. I was wondering there was one missing. It was a bomb mask. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's see. Yeah.
My favorite version of the Clock Town theme.
Day 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like day 3. It's gives me anxiety.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I just meant that there's a certain color to the timbres. It matches. It's fast. It's fast. Rather, it's as quick as it should be in my mind, like the theme in itself.
Yeah.
And then it has this sort of like the little accordion and the little strange whatever instrument that is maining the melody. It has a little
Harmonica?
like a cozy brown green color to me. Like it feels like a cozy rainy day, which it is.
Yeah, it's raining now. One thing I really like is that as the days go by, there seem to be less instruments
Less instruments.
used in the because in the first day,
Right.
yeah, in the first day it's like a bunch of instruments. In the second day it's not as many, and in the final day it's like just the accordion and the ocarina.
Yeah, you're right. And a dissonant low bass.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking
Which,
of,
interestingly, slightly matches Sharp's. What's the thing? Sharp's. What's the damn thing? It has a name. The thing that Sharp plays in kind of Valley.
the Song of Death.
There's a no. It's something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It slightly matches it in structure.
I think it's like, is it 3 o'clock that? I'm just doing this to. I'm just passing the time. I'm just passing time until it's time to go. Wait in the clock. I think it's like 4 actually. It might be 3 or 4, but I'm
What are you waiting for?
Oh, Andrew Cafe quest. I delivered the letter. It's day 2.
Yes, and you are going to talk to Cafe then.
Yeah, I was just waiting until it's time to, wait there. So I didn't have to wait, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I just didn't remember exactly, because I know the structure of things, but I forget the times.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 3 or 4. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's definitely 3. Holy shit, I gotta beat the postman.
Yeah.
Postman's running there right now. I did
What I
deliver.
usually did when
Okay.
I was doing it, I would stalk the postman like all day,
I think,
and eventually like,
yeah, that's how it's. I did that my first time too. Just gonna wait here. Because I don't.
oh, you actually hide. That's very cool.
Yeah, because he's not gonna let you in until like he gets back in. But I like getting in there before him. But I don't have the stone mask. Oh, man.
But what do you mean? If he sees you, he doesn't come out to get the letter? Yes, he does, right?
He doesn't if you regularly ring, like if you just ring the bell.
Oh, I know, of course. But when the postman does, it doesn't matter where you are, right?
I don't know. I've never risked it.
I think because I've never done this, I think you can. I've seen there it is.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Ha
Yeah, you're fine. I used to stand behind the postman, and then when Cafe runs into the bell, I just jump into the river and cross it, and he doesn't do anything.
Let's look in here. Oh, I can't actually until he says I can.
Yeah, because he tells you how to move it.
Screw your letters. Screw your letters.
I was delighted when I found this when I first played the game, because it was like, oh, that's where he writes the letter. That's so cool, like all little details and everything.
He sleeps here. Well, what is that behind? Oh.
That? Oh, that?
Oh, it's just the stairs.
Yeah.
You're clipping through the walls. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
He's the kid.
Yeah. Green hat, green clothes. I just wrote about you in her letter. It seems you are looking for Cafe. Can you keep the secret?
Yes. I'll keep whatever secret you have, kid. My name's also Kid.
Andrew trusted you. I shall also trust you. I am Spartacus.
Cafe we're looking for is an adult. You're just a child.
I was turned into this by a strange imp wearing a mask. I'm not hiding because I look this way. When I was turned into this, I went to see the Great Fairy and Shrine near the North Gate.
But on the wedding, my precious mask, the wedding ceremony mask, was stolen from me by some prancing man with a grinning face.
Oh, was he proclaiming that he's not suspicious?
And yes, he was. He was very annoying. He kept rhyming everything with suspicious. Very annoying man.
Yeah. Well, you're careless, just like my partner. Not like that kind of partner.
No, it's fine. You guys are cool. I'm cool with everything. Don't worry. Before my wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into.
Oh, well, I pity you.
Wow. Well, I guess fuck you then. I know, I know Andrew is worried, but I can't go out yet. I made a promise to her that sorry, I had a little brain fart there. I would bring the wedding mask and greet her. This pendant. Give it to Andrew.
So...
It's my persona.
Yes. It's actually a Renamon. So...
Keep what we just talked about a secret from everyone. That is a good
yes!
reference. I had forgotten
about. It's a secret from everyone!
There it is. There's the reference.
Ugh.
That's a reference to the, was it 50 rupees given to you by Moblin in the first one?
Yes.
It might
wait,
be...
you can look into the thing yet, or no?
Oh, right. I think if I talk... Oh, yeah.
Things that get stolen in this town always make their way to the curiosity shop. I'm waiting for that to happen. Stand on that crate and peek into that hole. I'm already standing, dumbass. From here, I check on the curiosity shop's customers.
Alright.
There it is.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can actually see where this hole is in the curiosity shop.
Is there an Easter egg? Is there an Easter egg in here, or is it just on the 3DS version? Rob is in the 3DS.
Yeah.
That guy will definitely be here. I'll be waiting when it happens.
Yeah, Rob's in the 3DS. I think Rob is in the bomb shop. I know the GameCube is in the bomb shop.
I'm pretty sure. No, I am positive that Rob is in the curiosity shop when you look at through the thing, the hole.
You know, it might be.
Rob the robot.
I kind of don't want to give Andrew the necklace.
Why?
Why?
Okay, hear me out. Cafe is not going to fit. I do not have the things to help Cafe in this cycle.
Oh, okay.
And
you are worried about the character, so she will stay and she will die.
She will stay waiting for someone who will never happen.
That's
Oh wow,
rough.
look at that smoke coming from, what is that, the mayor's house?
That is the inn, I think.
Yeah, I think, oh yeah, it probably is. But yeah, I would rather have Andrew spend the final moments with her family and Cremia on Romani Ranch than, oh yeah, it is the inn. Rather than, you know,
Alone.
Yeah, alone waiting for someone who won't come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's all, then, oh.
Is it all? Hang on.
Yeah, because in the morning the curiosity shop owner will give me the Keaton mask. I can run over to, and the letter, which I'll have to wait till night of the, until the moon's falling. On the third day, yeah, I'll get the Keaton mask, I'll do the Romani Ranch, and I'll do get the postman hat, and that'll be it.
Absolutely.
Alright, so wait, I
Can't you try the postman? Yeah, you have to try it now.
What?
Because on the third day he doesn't let you.
No, if the curiosity shop owner will give me priority mail. And
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I got confused. I thought the mini game gave you the postman hat. The mini game gives you a piece of heart. I'm sorry.
yeah. Let's see. I can do the mini game. I might actually do the mini game.
Yeah, it gives you a piece of heart.
Yeah, and I think I need one more piece of heart in order to yeah.
Yeah, a new container, yeah.
Yeah, so I might as well do that, because this game is actually pretty hard early on.
Yeah, it's not very forgiving.
Yeah.
There comes the very slow green tint that will come the next day.
Which region has your favorite final day? Because I really like the Great Bay on the final day.
The color of the sky, you mean? Or just the look of it?
The general
In general.
atmosphere. Because Great Bay on the final day is tinted red with a purple sky.
Oh yeah, you're right. 4, 5, 6. Why? You spooked me. Don't disrupt me. In my mind, I'm running for exactly 10 seconds without looking at a clock. I was in the middle of a mental training. You may make fun of me, but this is quite difficult. Dude, I didn't say anything. Will you try?
Yeah, sure.
Press A to start. Whatever A may be in your body, it's okay. Take time to explore. 10 seconds.
So intense. Damn
The time
it!
was not. Oh, very close. Very close. Almost. That was a close one.
I don't have the rupees to try again.
Oh, okay.
I can't afford 2 rupees. Do I look like I'm made of gold? I think if I leave and come back, he'll let me try again for free.
Really?
I think. I mean,
That's interesting. I never tried that. I always just got a bunch of them from the bank and just started paying him for the privilege of.
Rewind in time 10 seconds.
I wish. Yeah, see? Okay.
Wow, that's a nice hack.
Oh, yeah, no. I saved myself 2 whole rupees. Well, actually, they will compound.
Yeah. I remember wasting like 50 trying to get this right.
2, 3.
Shush, you're throwing me off. Damn it!
Almost.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're everyone's not quite in sync, so we have to give her the exact time to.
Yeah.
You have to give her silence and allow her to think and focus on the numbers.
Maybe look at the clock. The clock in the background seems accurate.
There's a clock. There's a clock in the background.
Yeah. Do you see the thing ticking behind his head? That's a clock.
Oh yeah, but
Oh my god!
that's not every second.
Oh no, it freezes during the dialogue.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
All right, yeah. Let's see. And now. God damn it! I thought I had already hit it.
I was wondering, like.
Yeah, no, I was so focused. I forgot to hit the button.
But yeah,
Okay,
the clock stops. But it's a
Yeah.
clock.
Well, yeah, but we're in dialogue. The clock is tuned to like the 3-day time, and that
Yeah,
stops.
but when you do the 10 seconds thing, we're counting down the 10 seconds. The clock is moving in the background.
I didn't notice that he marks the post boxes.
Yes, and also I have to say that the clock is not counting a second at a time. It's slow,
shoot,
so
it
don't
is.
pause the
Yeah.
clock. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. I will make sure to press it. Yeah!
Oh,
Wow,
nice.
that was impressive. Perfect.
First try.
Yeah, let's call it that.
First try. First try, everybody.
First try.
Yep, definitely the first try.
First
Oh,
try, yeah. That's amazing. Ooh, how
yay!
do
I got my 4th heart.
Nice.
And we haven't even been outside of town, other than,
Yep.
you know, Camaro.
Yeah.
Alright, so that means I can just skip straight to the 3rd day. Oh wait, I wonder if I can pawn... This is evil, but I kind of want to see something real quick.
The pendant?
Yeah. He probably won't accept it, considering, you know, he's friends with Cafe, but...
He might accept it if he thinks, like in universe, if he would think that he would give it back to Cafe, because he doesn't know that he gave it to someone.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm returning time to normal speed.
That's not it.
You are right, that is not it.
I was like, I'm sure she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was like, it's okay. I was like,
Yeah, no, I do not want to undo all the... Oh, it is normal time.
It is.
Weird, it felt faster. Well, it felt faster in the first cycle. Is it faster when you're Deku?
It is. It is. No, it's faster in the first cycle on purpose. Yeah. Yes, it is.
I never realized that until now.
So people don't get super bored if they have to repeat the cycle, because if you remember when the game came out, a lot of people complained that they didn't know how to solve the first cycle. That's about it.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Oh, hey, look, he's got Dark Knight in the background. Oh, man, I wish I could clip through... I wish I had, like, the boundary break tool so I could see if the secret... So Scraps doesn't know about the secret of the Dark Nut. I forgot to show it in Ocarina of Time, so I'm going to show it during Icona Canyon.
Secret of the Dark Nut sounds like a terrible name.
Iron Knuckles. Secret of the Iron Knuckles.
Yes, but, like, it sounds like a terrible name, terrible title.
Iron Nut.
Yeah, I wonder if the Secret of the Iron Knuckle applies to this one. I'm gonna go see if Boundary Break has an episode on this, because they might actually have something about that.
I'll pay you good for it. Show it to me with C. What you got there, kid? Sorry, I can't sell that here.
You know, that's fair.
My friend will kill me. Thanks, come in again.
There are a lot of dark implications if that Iron Knuckle is like all the others.
What, that there's a person inside of it?
Oh, that's the secret.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, Scraps didn't... I forgot to clip the camera into an Iron Knuckle in Ocarina of Time.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of expected that to be the case when they revealed that... what's her name?
Naburu?
Was in the, Naburu was in
the thing is, they are all Gerudo inside there, and their faces are pained. Like, I will show you when we get to Icona Canyon.
I didn't know that.
You didn't? You didn't know that they're all Gerudo?
I didn't know that their faces were pained.
Yeah, look at them. It looks... Well, you can only see their eyes, but their eyes look like horrified.
Oh.
Maybe to mimic Naburu's state of hypnosis when she comes out of the thing, so just to let her be in exactly the same state. That's interesting. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Oh wait, whoops! I don't want to do this. Yeah, I need to go to Romani Ranch.
I do love it when secrets are spoiled by accident.
Well, then you got your wish. God, I have.
No, it's fine. Scraps probably wouldn't have remembered by the time we got to it. But. Yeah, no, secrets being spoiled by accident. In my D&D campaign, I had this character who was in disguise, and my players didn't know it was that character. And I accidentally spoiled it by referring to him as the character he was, and not the character he was disguised as. Because he was the character that they went to... So they went to this island which takes place in a dream, held by a creature who could only exist in dreams, that was trying to use powerful magics to start a battle royale tournament to basically steal the body of the winner. And they had I should definitely get this. And they went there because the person they were looking for had been taken by a creature working for this dream person. And they had found him, and when they found the guy they were looking for, they messed up and caused him to disintegrate. But really, he took the body of a robin. And later in the finale, in the finals of the battle royale, which was done tournament style, because I had been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z, he had entered as a figure called Robin. And then I had accidentally said, so, Steve says this. So Steve looks at you confused. And they're like, Steve? And I was like, I mean Robin.
There you go. And they figured it out.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Epona.
My brother.
Isn't that your horse?
My brother and I thought it was Friday today. And my brother has D&D every Saturday at noon.
Yeah.
So...
you told me.
Jesus Christ, that's horrifying. Oh, poor girl. God. Oh, jeez. I think she got into her sister's edibles. Look at that face.
The big angry face is looking down at me from above. I swear, he's looking at me.
Who are you again? What do you mean again? We've never met.
But that's the thing. She probably thinks she does, and she doesn't remember.
Yeah. Let's go
Time
get
travel. Hell of a drug.
Yeah. Well,
alien brain probing is one hell of a drug.
I hope that's what they probed, and not something else. Because she's 13.
This is a fanfic pitch, but Link accidentally drags somebody else into the past with him when he
that person would probably be Cafe. There's probably a fic that works like that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So entertain the guests.
All right, hello guests. We have no idea. In fact, I should be looking at this in the.
99 bottles.
I haven't even checked.
99 bottles of sarsaparilla. You take it down, pass it around. 98 bottles of sarsaparilla on the wall. 98 bottles of sarsaparilla on the wall. And then I do this every time. Silver hates it when she returns and hears me doing it. I think at this point she's figured out that I'm never gonna stop.
Well then, ask me something then, or I'll ask you something.
Ask me anything. I'm an open book.
Okay, open book it is. What Zelda games have you not played?
All of them except Breath of the Wild.
Ah, that's why she's explaining everything to you like it's the first time.
Yes, I have never played a No, I played a little bit of Link to the Past.
I was not given context for this, and now I've been spoiling stuff left and right.
Yeah, I am probably the only person here who has no idea what a Legend of Zelda is.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. You didn't tell me that this is the first time that... Yeah, I was... Well, no, might as well say it like that. That Scraps never played any game besides any Zelda game besides Breath of the Wild. I've been spoiling stuff left and right by accident.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to. I completely forgot.
Okay, different attitude then, because we've been talking about stuff, and Scraps must be like, okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. So
I've been trying to get Scraps to play Ocarina of Time and Majoras, any Zelda game, but Scraps just hasn't. So I basically took matters into my own hand and I'm forcing him to play vicariously.
I'm just going to assume that all the Legend of Zelda games begin and end with Link and Zelda teaming up and just throwing sticks at mean old Master Ganondorf until he decides to go home.
I mean, that's pretty accurate.
That's a lot of them, but not all of them.
Sometimes they throw sticks at other people.
By the way, this is what this mask is used for. We're helping Grog. You remember Grog, right? He's the one that turned into a Stalfos.
Yes.
He had the blue chicken.
He has no name in Ocarina of Time, right?
No, he does. Grog.
Really? I thought the name came from Majora's Mask only.
What? No. The Cuckoo Lady mentions that his name is Grog, doesn't it?
I didn't know that. I don't know. I
played it recently, and I didn't, and I must have zoned out completely. So
yeah.
I have no idea actually.
Okay. Remember, they mature. They're turning into adult Link.
There's a lot of interesting symbolism about the leader, the troop of the leader maturing them. Like it's sort of like a teacher kind of thing. It's a lot of cool little stories in Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Wait, they're all mature now? Wow.
Yeah. I don't get it.
I don't really get it, but just seeing these guys with a crest and all, I don't have regrets about anything anymore. I'm perfectly satisfied, as you can tell by my tone of voice. Yippee. Here, you can have this from me.
The most useful item in the entire game.
Yes.
It's the skinned head of Bugs Bunny.
Absolutely.
This is
my brother's name
especially
was
useful.
Bud.
Especially,
he told me I couldn't do it.
Look how much faster we run now.
Do a jump.
I can't. It's not Breath of the Wild, but he does jump farther because of it. There's not anything to
climb the fence. Climb the fence.
Oh yeah, I can.
Can't that works too. That works too.
So I made it. Yeah, I made it to the shrub. Let's see how. This is how fast I run without it. Let's see how far I get without it. Okay, does about the same. Well, no,
you can get further.
Actually, I might be able to get further with running, because that was from a jump from a standstill. Okay, so that's like right there. And let's see without. Oh yeah, no, I definitely jumped further. I didn't even get to the grass that time. Yeah. But yeah, this is super useful considering I don't have a horse and I don't have the warp song.
Or the next transformation mask.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't have that either. Honestly, as much as I love Epona, she's made almost useless before you even unlock her.
Absolutely.
That's terrible.
I mean, she still does have her uses. She's good for jumping over fences.
Yeah, I think she is vital to get to a certain area, but that's it.
Yeah, she's vital to get to the next two, the bay and the canyon, because there's the fences you have to jump in the canyon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those two. Do you do Bay first and Snowhead second, or do you do Snowhead first and Bay second?
It's Snowhead and then Bay, because you need Epona to get the Bay, and to get Epona you need to get the keg, the powder keg. And to get that...
Yeah, but what I mean is, do you do Snowhead Temple first? Some people get to Snowhead, don't do the temple. They go to Great Bay.
Well,
you
can't get to Great Bay without getting the fire arrows. Because you need the fire arrows, or you need spring to melt the medium
you're
Goron.
Right. Then what was... No, I'm confusing it once again with Ocarina of Time, Water Temple and Fire Temple.
I do Water Temple before Fire Temple.
Really?
Yeah, that we did that in when I streamed.
That's interesting. That's very cool.
Man. Yeah.
What do you do? Oh.
No, just I love the surrealness. Let's look at what I do need to go get the Keaton mask in the
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's such a good jump. All right.
You think
Green hat kid. Got a message from Cafe. Now Cafe, I've known him since he was real little. But when he showed up looking all young in a little brat body, I didn't know what I was seeing. All I took was one glance at a Keaton mask he was carrying for me to realize that I was looking at my old friend. I gave him that mask a long time ago when he was just a little Cafe. Didn't know he kept it that well for so long. I'm not sure why, but I want to give this to you.
I got the Renamon mask.
There it is.
I can do the Keaton quiz. I have time.
Yep.
Oh. And here's the letter he wants me to give to his mother.
Yeah,
that is some high quality. It is priority mail so hurry up. Yeah, I'll get it delivered sometime after midnight.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
sorry.
Yeah,
sorry, I forgot to read. Now, Kappa sees this guy, and he goes, all colors. This guy's a regular, greedy thief named Sakon. I think he's from Ikana Village. Oh, that's why you think he's from Ikana, because he literally says...
Well, I completely forgot about that line, but I do remember he has the base in Ikana Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah, but I assume that just having the hideout there, it just was a way for him to hide away from town. I didn't think that he was from there.
Maybe you can add a line in Pamela's song about seeing Sakon.
Oh, trust me, Sakon shows up a lot in Act 3, don't worry. I don't need extra line.
Oh, right, I was going to do the Keaton quiz. Yes. Now let's put my... so Scraps has given me many quizzes throughout Ocarina of Time. Well, in one particular Ocarina of Time stream. So let's see if the Keaton quiz, if I'm up to snuff for the Keaton quiz.
Hello, child. If you're attempting to fool me, that's impossible. We Keatons recognize are owned by the sheen of our tails. But you're a good child. Let me put you to a task. Answer this. Pick one of the 3 options.
How many Clocktown mailboxes are there? Let's see. There's one in North.
4.
I think it might be 5 because there's also the one in the Washing. No, yeah, it is 4 because there's none in West Clocktown.
Do you want me to? Do you want?
I know it's 4 because when we saw went into the mail guy's room earlier, there were only 4 markings.
You're right. Damn it!
It's wrong.
It was 5.
Because there's 2 in East Clocktown, and there were 5 markings.
Oh man, you're right. Oh well.
Ah, dang it! I thought it was 4. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud.
Yeah, I forgot
okay.
I forgot. Yeah, because there's one on top of the ledge, and then there's one by the treasure chest house. Ah.
I'm a fraud. I'm sorry. I thought I was clever.
For the record, that was Scrap's answer, not mine.
No, you answered it. You said, yeah, you agree with me.
Well, no, I was gonna choose 5, and then you said 4, and I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. There's none in West Clocktown.
And then yes, there is.
What? There's.
Yeah, there is a post box in West Clocktown. Absolutely.
No, there's not in West Clocktown.
I think there is. Let's go check.
Because West Clocktown's where the post office is.
That doesn't mean that it shouldn't be. There is a mailbox.
So there's post office.
Yes.
There's none in. Okay.
Go down the stairs.
Going down the stairs.
I'm wrong. Then where's the other one?
Washing.
Oh, I'm an idiot. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
You were the only one who knew everything. Perhaps and I were idiots. There we go. You can't repeat the quiz?
No, not next cycle.
Oh, okay.
I think I could if I went to Romani Ranch and did that circle of bushes, but
you have time.
Mm.
You have the wind in your ears.
Oh, jeez.
The merchant.
I'll do it next time when I'm waiting for 12 o'clock on the in the next cycle. On waiting for the bomb lady on the next cycle, because the blast mask. I just need the postman's hat and then the blast mask. Oh, I should deposit my 4 rupees. Yeah. How many masks are required to beat the game? Like the bare minimum, not counting the transformation masks. Because let's see, you need the. You don't really need any masks until the Garo mask. That's the first mask that's actually required, because you need that to get into Icona Canyon. And then you also need the you'll need the Skullkita's hat, the Gibdo mask. I think that might be it. Just those 3 are the ones that are the only ones required.
Let me think. You need to beat the game?
Yeah, just to beat the game with the bare minimum of masks. Not counting the transformation masks.
Yes. Doesn't the mask of true... No, it doesn't.
No, because you get that from the spider house.
Yes. And it doesn't have a specific purpose to the plot. So yeah, Skullkita is definitely the captain's hat.
The Garu mask, because the Poe master won't spawn the tree with unless you wear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Gibdo mask for the well.
Yes. I think you're right.
So yeah, wow. That's 1/8 of the required mask, or that's 1/8 of the total mask. Or well, no.
And those are all masks related to the dead.
Yeah. Well, not all of the masks, because there's also the Kamara mask and.
No. What I mean is the only masks required are all related to the dead.
Oh yeah, all related to Iconic Canyon specifically.
Yes. Well, that's the whole area of death in the game. Anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. That's very interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to.
Oh, you need but the Giant's mask counts as a transformation. Never mind.
And it's not required because you can beat the twin mold with fire and ice arrows. It's actually, if you have good aim, it's actually easier to beat them because the red one takes it takes twice as much damage from an ice arrow, and the blue one takes twice as much from a fire arrow. The Giant's Mask just makes you big so that you can swing your sword at them and be more accurate with hits.
That's true. This is a priority mail. I shall deliver it. Oh my god, did you literally wait till then?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought
you stress people out.
Well, I thought you have to.
What do you mean? You can do it before midnight, no?
I've never done it before. Usually when I do it, it's during the Andrew Cafe quest after I've gotten, after I've helped Cafe out.
Are you allowed to come into the post office before midnight?
Yeah, but I don't know if he's freaking out like that before midnight.
I think he is. I think he's freaking out the whole night. I don't remember for sure. Okay.
Oh,
cool.
he is, because we talked to him after midnight in the first cycle.
Yes, I don't remember actually. That's interesting.
I think whenever I beat this game, like at some point, I do want to try the maximum happiness challenge, because I have done it on the 3DS version, and I'd argue it's harder with the changes they've done to specifically Georg and Twin Mold's fights,
Right.
because they're a lot harder in the 3DS version. And also there's more to do, what with Gorman's upset stomach.
Yeah.
But
isn't there a conversation with Maroma and Postman, or are you just waiting for him to come out?
we're just waiting, because I can't go in there. I don't have the mask.
Oh, no, not even on the final night?
I don't have the mask.
Yeah, but the final night usually an exception for everything, no?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, no, never mind.
Come on. I need to wait for it to tell me I can talk to him. And then he'll
Yeah.
give me the thing. There we go.
There it is. I have decided to flee. It is an order from the postmaster. I am now free. I shall set my own schedule. I don't need this anymore, so here, I'll let you have it.
I got the postman's hat.
The actual bunny hat.
Yep. The better bunny hat.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yay, wee!
Please show your proof of
Oh,
membership.
you're right. You're right. But then what is the place that allows you to come in? Oh, it's the stock bought in. That's why.
Yeah, because speaking of, I should probably grab those rupees so that I can get closer to the 5,000 goal. I'll get this real quick.
There it is.
Yep. So I'll just grab these rupee. I'll just rob Anju, and then I'll go back to the first day. And then once we get the blast mask, then we'll call it a stream. So
Absolutely.
I really like this game. There's a lot of stuff you can do, like right off the bat. We haven't even entered the first area outside of Clocktown. We haven't even entered the southern swamp yet.
Yeah.
So, like, by this time in Ocarina of Time, I had already beaten the first 2 dungeons and gotten into Jabba Jabba's belly. So there's a lot more to do here, and I think that's really good. The world is far more rich. The characters have so much more personality. Oh, there is one thing we definitely should check out before I reset time while we're in West Clocktown.
Which is?
The thing we
Oh,
can,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Scraps, there's an NPC in Ocarina of Time who sells you bomb shoes we never saw. In here, he's a sword master, and he tells you that when the moon comes down, he'll slice it in half. But,
He's all like people are all afraid of it,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I'm a tough man.
I'll be on vacation. Please don't look for me.
Is it because he's preparing to slice the moon in half, or he's already left?
Oh, he hasn't left.
Neither.
Oh, he's hiding.
He's shaking.
Oh, what a coward.
I'm scared. I can't do it. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
This is such
But
grim.
It's a very cool detail, and it feels a bit like real because you see him doing the entire time saying like, "Ha, people are afraid, but don't worry, I am the sword master. I have a sword dojo. I will slice the moon in half because I'm the best swordsman in the world." And then he's just like there.
Because that's a very real reaction. Like, you don't...
He
didn't... Like, I firmly believe he did not genuinely think the moon would fall until now.
Of course, and he was just, selling his image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the...
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the guy from Dragon Ball Z. What's his name?
Mr. Satan! Mr. Satan! I love Mr. Satan. He's the best!
I like Mr. Satan.
Absolutely.
One detail I absolutely love is throughout the 3 days, Muto and Vysen are arguing. Vysen saying that everyone has to stay for the I have a bit of time to say this. Saying that everyone should stay for the carnival because if there's going to be they cannot delay, they're already behind schedule. Whereas Vysen says everyone needs to evacuate. The irony. Oh man, I wish I went back to Romani Ranch to visit them. Oh well. The irony is that in the end, the Carpenters flee, and Vysen's soldiers are forced to stay.
Yes, because they obey the orders
of Madame Aroma, which Muto made her order them to stay.
No, I don't think it's Madame Aroma. I think it's because they were discussing whether to evacuate at all, and the mayor says, because Muto said he would tell my wife the carnival is on. I don't think Madame Aroma has any idea what's going on, and the mayor is just afraid of being chastised by his wife.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
There's so much more character than I've said it many times, but I cannot express how much character the side characters have. Like I said it in my final thoughts in that's not the song I want to play.
Go again. Start over.
I don't like the first second, so I'm going to rewind it.
Yeah, I accidentally walked. I messed up the first step. I was supposed to turn slightly to the left. I ended up turning slightly to the right. So yeah, I said it in my final thoughts of Ocarina is that the NPCs for the most part they're just background, like they're just a backdrop. They have no character. They just serve to make the world look populated. Whereas in this one, they have character. They serve the purpose to make the world feel populated, and that is a real tangible difference.
It is, but it's also because they did not think that it would be. Rather, the Ocarina of Time was not built to work like that. As in, Zelda games were usually like one-off little characters with little traits and nothing special because that's how Zelda games would work. And then with Majora's Mask, they decided to go another way because they had already tried to make an interesting game with Link's Awakening, where characters have a bit more life as well.
Yes. Wasn't the one who wasn't the director for I know that someone really big in Link's Awakening had a huge hand in this. I do
Koizumi.
Yes.
The same guy I mentioned before. Yoshiaki Koizumi, yes.
Yes.
He's a writer, and he advised the writing. He wrote for Majora's Mask, and he advised the writing for Majora's... No, he wrote for Link's Awakening, and he advised the writing for Majora's Mask.
Alright, take two.
Alright.
Was it... Oh, that's Mayor Dator.
Dator, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love the mayor. Anju's father is Tortoise.
Yes, correct. Padre.
Red.
Yep. He doesn't wear it, and he's a fantastic line.
Was it Epona's song? Was that? Yep. Did I say Song of the Field? Was that one of the options?
Yeah, I think.
Leader of the... That's Jim. Because I know it's not Gorman or Vysen.
Nice.
I think this is where they actually say Jim's name. And
no. Otherwise, it would be unfair. They actually say
it wouldn't be unfair because you can learn that like Gorman and Vysen are both referred to by name well before this, so you can process of elimination it.
Oh yeah, but I can tell you that the sixth bomber, the one guarding the door. He's the one who says something about Jim not minding you going through, or Jim saying that you... No, I think he said something like, Jim told me that you can't come through something. He's very...
well, we can go find out. We still have, what, 5 hours until an old lady gets robbed? Oh, right. If you want to pass through, you'll have to say a secret code.
Do it wrong first. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
Yep. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. So yeah, this game is both longer and shorter. It's longer in the good way, like.
It is richer. It is richer.
Yes, richer.
But it was very. It's not for everyone. There's a lot of people who don't like Majora's Mask at all because they are used to the Zelda
formula.
The Zelda formula that was, things happen as you go, you progress the quest and everything. Like Majora's Mask is unique in the sense that the entire game functions in a completely different way.
Yeah, the main quest is very short, but they more than make up with it with the side content, and the side content feels like one of my main issues with Ocarina of Time. By the way, I'm just waiting for an old lady to get robbed. One of the main issues I had with Ocarina of Time was that, like, I did not care about the NPCs. They had no character. They had no personality. I did not care about.
It's the same with Zelda 1, 2, and Link to the Past. So they just did. They wanted to make Link to the Past 3D. That's all they were doing.
Yeah, like, the people are there, and they do say things, but those things, like, beyond, like, other than, the sages and, well, Grog, honestly. Grog, the sages, Grog, and the, what is his name? I know it starts with an S. The old man who tells you about Bongo Bongo.
Oh, Shikashi.
Yeah, Shikashi. The sages... Grog and Shikashi, and I'll say Muto. I'll throw him in there because he does actually have comments about his son. Like those are like the few characters who actually have character, but other characters like the Cuckoo Lady, other than tending to cuckoos despite being allergic to them and worrying about her brother, she doesn't have any personality. Like the man on the magic carpet only, which we didn't meet because he's that irrelevant. He just sells you bomb chews, which only have 2 uses in the entire game. Like that is his only purpose, is to scam you out for some bomb chews at like a crazy expensive price.
Yeah, but I would be hesitant of considering those things as bad things simply because the game was not built around them.
Yeah,
as in, it is different. Yes, when you go back to Ocarina of Time from Majora's Mask, you feel it.
Yeah,
if you were coming from Link to the Past, it's like it's okay. I mean, it's. I think the biggest failing of Ocarina of Time is the speed. I think the game is very slow, text and the progression, but that's because I think they wanted you to feel the breadth of the world.
Yeah, and one other issue with Ocarina of Time is the world feels empty. Like Hyrule's Field specifically. Here in like Termina Field is very full of many things. Like there's Camaro, there's several of the pitfalls with which are easier to find than the I am not a fan of the holes that you need the
bombs. The Stone of Agony. Yeah.
I gotta do this real quick since it's about to happen. It makes it easier.
Here comes Speed Granny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just on my way to visit MBulteau. I have a very special thing. I'm just going to put this in the mailbox. It's supposed to go to MBulteau. I sure hope nothing bad happens.
And now as he slow the time down, she goes like, I don't know.
Speaking of elderly ladies getting robbed, in my D&D campaign, so the lawful good cleric in my D&D campaign went to an elderly elf, like 700-year-old elf, woman to buy a dress that she saw in the window. It was 3 silver pieces. Oh, by the way, the guard's still not doing anything. Hey, Sarkon.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
So the lawful good cleric scammed 1 single silver off of a dress from a seamstress who was already struggling.
Oh,
That's bad.
Yeah, no, the entire party shamed her for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Since you didn't make off of it, I can stock up bomb bags in our shop. Maybe I'll put them out tomorrow. Yes, I thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to make your own fireworks. You should definitely show the mayor. He loves masks.
It's only for hardcore gamers like myself.
Yeah.
Take care. Thanks for helping me.
I like that she has rabbits on her bag.
Are they rabbits?
They look like rabbits.
Maybe. I only question that because the postman's hat also has a rabbit and it looks different.
I mean, so is the bunny hood.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know how to safely use the blast mask?
Yeah, of course. Shield.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. See, this is what happens if I do it without. I lose half a heart. And then I gotta wait like a minute for it to come back.
No, it's less. It's less. It's, let me see.
It's like 15
Counting.
seconds.
Yeah, or 10 even. Let me see.
Yeah.
10, 11.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's about 12 seconds.
But, oh. See? Because the blast technically happens in front of Link. See how his mask clips up outside of his shield. So technically it happened. It's centered on the mask itself, not Link. So
do we know if that was intentional?
I think it was. I'm gonna say it wasn't, since the whole thing about it is that it's supposed to be used like in an act of desperation.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sacrifice. I get it.
Okay, can you show it again? I want to see that.
Well, see his what, with it on or off, or with me shielding or not?
With the you're shielding, yeah.
Okay, if you look, the explosion will happen on the other side of the shield. Okay. See, you saw that brief flash, like that white point.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's because it clips outside the shield.
Amusing.
Yeah. So I believe that is 9 masks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9 masks. That's all of the masks we can do right now. That's all the masks we can do. We got the most important one. This is gonna be a lot easier. Check out. Make sure you check out next week, where we're gonna go to the Southern Swamp, and we're gonna do all that. We're gonna help a lady who got robbed in the middle of the woods. We're gonna meet some familiar faces, and we're going to go to the first dungeon.
Exciting news.
Yes.
Scraps doesn't know who the familiar faces I'm referring to are.
No, I have decided that the less information I have going in, the more I'll be amused when the twist comes around.
And I was spoiling it because I didn't know that I was spoiling it all along.
No, it's fine.
To be fair, these games are so famous that I know a lot just from cultural osmosis.
Oh yeah, cultural osmosis is great. Cultural osmosis is why I know so much about JoJo.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I have a friend who is nuts for the show, and yeah.
I like part 1 and 2. I do not like part 3, so I could not get through part 3. Like, I could not continue watching part 3. I only like I only like part 1 and 2. Part 2 is the best, in my opinion. But yeah, make sure you check out our stream next week. I'm not sure if we'll have MBulteau next week.
Next week you won't, because it is the day that I leave the current place I'm in and I go back to the place where I have all my working tools. Which means that if you continue on the other week, if it's also a Saturday, I might be able to join you on the third stream.
Oh, nice.
With a better microphone and less echo.
Nice. Yeah, we stream every Saturday at around the same time. So, all right. So yeah, check us out next week. It's gonna be me and Scraps. We're gonna go into the first dungeon. For those of you watching on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment and like it if you like it. And don't forget to subscribe.
Comment, subscribe.
And hit that bell, because YouTube is not the best at notifying people unless they ask to be notified. Oh yeah. So and check out some of my other videos, like my D&D that I mentioned earlier. So yeah.
Check out our Ocarina of Time video.
Oh yeah, if this is your first video of ours you're watching, definitely check out our Ocarina of Time. It's only about 6 episodes to beat it, or 6 streams to beat it, and you can find them. It's pretty fun. I think that's all. Thank you, MBulteau, for joining us this week.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me, and sorry for the spoilers.
That's fine. All right. Without further ado, good night, everybody.